and go.
Alright, minor technical difficulty, but everything is back on track. As we were just doing, Yagra had returned. Hand on the shoulder with Cole, beckoned to the others. You all begin to follow her in suit.
Good job. That was the hang loose. Good job, everybody.
Yagra, with a nod and a wry smile, and her staggering full height, makes her way to the stairwell in the back, bumping shoulders with a man who has been boasting all night at the bar about his trip to Chult and his new and uninteresting book. You ascend to the upper levels before Yagra ushers you into a secluded booth.
Is that possible? I killed him.
Seated is a heavy-set man in his 40s. As you take seats, he withdraws a wriggling rat from a pouch and presents it to a flying serpent coiled about his thick neck. A sudden strike and squeal lead to a deathly convulsions as the rodent squirms and eventually gives way to the serpent's death grip.
Wow.
Erstel turns his placid leer upon Yagra and asks, "Are you sure about this?" Yagra replies, "I should do for you just fine. I happen to know Cole." Alright then. That's how it's gonna be. This is what you came up with. Yagra turns, she leaves. Erstel,
Bye.
as she's walking, she just kind of gives you one of these.
Nice meeting you.
Erstel leans back in this booth.
Cool, your heart rate seems elevated.
Hello! It's very nice to meet you. I'm sure you've never heard of all of us, but I'm Finn Littlement, and these are my companions. How do you do?
I don't do that. No.
No. I don't think his colloquial, customary greeting systems are the same as ours, Finn. Finland's different.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Right, I got
I don't have a chair or anything, too, so I'm just like
Leaning in the air.
yeah.
I got a few things that need to be done in the city, but I need to know that you guys are on the up and up. I'm not just going to hand over something of delicate matter like this to a nobody. Although all I see right now are a bunch of nobodies. You shut your mouth, Plenty. Shut your freaking mouth.
What did I do?
Seems like they...
I don't want to hear it. I've dealt with your family before. I washed my hands of that a long time ago.
Hey, I ain't responsible for what my family does. I'm only responsible for what I do.
Sins of the father, all that.
Winking as fast as I can. Flutter the
Who
eyes.
are you?
I told you who I was.
Right. Where are you from?
Damn it.
Waterdeep.
Bull.
Where am I from, bro? It's hard to say, right? Like,
It's tough to say. We come from a place
oh, I come from the land down under.
Don't make it complicated.
You ever heard of Chol?
Right. All I need to know, ain't from around here.
Yeah, we're nobodies.
Right.
Nobody's gonna miss us if we die.
Mm-hmm.
Speak
Well,
for
I'm
yourself.
But we have nothing at all. Like, fold up my brand new, like, leather cloak.
Yeah. Pretty desperate.
Wait a minute.
He's so cute, isn't he?
You. Ah, yeah. You're that fixer.
Well, I've been known to, from time to time, I could solve problems.
I got one hell of a problem.
And I pull out my notebook, grab a pen. Let's have it.
Word is that you ain't from around here either.
Well, I've been here for quite a while.
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
Sometime in...
Not a Waterdavian.
No.
Any of you? Only Plenty, huh?
Yeah. I do believe, yeah. Plenty.
Yagra already told me about you, half-blood.
Right. What of it?
Finn, he uses insults to gain the advantage.
I use those for abilities.
No, insults. No insults here. Only calls them as I sees them.
It was an insult.
Is he not half-blooded orc?
It
Does anybody
seems
sit
like
next
his
to him?
tone, body language.
No, you gotta say it with some spit in your voice, boy. You gotta say it
I'm used to it.
half-blood. No, you see the difference?
Right.
It's
Get
different.
on with it.
Get on with it!
Now hold on, I just need to make sure you're all right. Okay? Well,
By insulting us?
Can I go sit down next to him?
No slight. Have a seat, Plenty.
Next to him.
He gives you an elbow.
Next to him.
My side of the booth. Ain't we got just a little merry
It's not
band?
necessary.
Little brotherhood of mariners, eh?
Yeah, we do okay. We feel pretty confident in our abilities.
Yeah, what are we doing? Like, nope. I feel like we're just wasting our time right here talking to you.
Put on bump.
Alright there, you band of mariners. Here's the deal. Leans forward. I got a missing man. I need him found. He's got information that I need.
I didn't do it.
Where was he last seen?
Funny thing that. Dockwood, not too far from here. Might find him down near the ships.
Grim looks right at Sunday.
What's he look like? What's his description?
What's his name?
Hold on. Now, it's a known thing. Xanathars and us, we're in some sort of open turf war. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it seems that the Xanathars are blaming us for the theft of something. I can tell you right now, we didn't do it. Wish we had, but it wasn't us. Someone on the inside swiped a stone from the vault of the Xanathars. That's all I know. My boss, someone that I know very personally, and he's gonna change this town. He's taking over. Let you in on a little something. His name is Hans. Hans Moon. He's from another area around here, and he's returning home. Now my employer, Lord Moon, he's after this stone. Now that it's out of the vault and somebody else has nabbed it, seems like a prime time for us to get it for ourselves. They say it leads to some sort of vault. Probably fortune of gold dragons in there.
So, a guy stole the stone, right, from Xanatar, and that guy is dead, I'm guessing now, right? And he lost the stone to somebody else?
No, word is that he's out there and we're looking for him. Everyone's looking for him. No one can find him. But our man on the inside, just taken by the Xanathars recently, we believe. He was hanging out on the suspected turf of a Xanathar hideout. Little run-down shanty tavern. Some stupid fall-apart place called the Lucky Dragonkin.
Yeah, that does sound stupid.
I hear they have good beer though.
If you like to drink salt water.
So what does this guy look like?
His
Any
name
description?
His name is Darius. Darius Haventree. An Eluskin. Pale skin, blonde hair, you know the type. Anyways, you might recognize him. He's got scar, bottom of his left shoulder, up across to the ear. He's missing half of his ear. It's a pretty distinctive scar. Should be easy to find him. I want you to find Darius, and I need him back here alive. They say that he knows where the thief is. If we can get our hands on that stone, we're all going to be rolling in gold. And when the Zentarms take over, you're going to have a front row seat.
Now, why was Darius? How does he? What is he? What's his involvement? Where does he belong in all this?
That's good.
I'm not paying you to ask questions. Okay? I'm setting down what I need. And I need results.
You want this man heart beating?
Yeah.
Well, then we need to we need to know.
But you don't need to know his bloody backstory and where he suckled on his mom, alright? All I need is him alive. You know what he looks like. I told you where he was last seen. You keep your little mouth shut and you get me some results.
So you want us to find him, right?
Find him.
Just him.
Just him. I don't need anyone else. Him alive. Right? Give me a price. What do you need? Tell you what, I'll let you know. Bit into my cups.
Didn't know you spoke Dwarvish.
What about
Negotiate.
What about 300 gold apiece?
To be a man catcher.
So for the three of you.
Gold. You like that? Lots of fish.
Well,
I care very little for the gold.
yeah, I don't need a huge price here either.
What do you need then? Place to sleep?
What's the amount that we need?
Yeah. Why not?
To be truth,
You got your own house here, don't you guys?
no.
I got a room with my parents.
I could use a.
I haven't been there in a while.
Sunday,
I
don't
need
think
a
we
place
can
to
stay
study.
I got this place down.
You got a place?
I need a place to study.
What it costs.
All right. Well, I think we need a place to live, but I was thinking about going back to Sunday's dad's bar.
Oh,
My uncle.
yeah. Well,
I was lying right there.
Right. Your offer's on the table then. 300 for each of you.
can you facilitate living arrangements for me and my friends?
300 gold is going to get you pretty far living. You want to rent a room at the yawning portal?
Each of us?
We got this. Like, we'll
300?
We'll find another place.
300 gold each?
Tell you what, here's the thing.
Half up front.
200. I'll work on something for you. I'm not going to say you're official Zents. I'm not recruiting you. I'm not a recruiter. I'm not looking for you. But, like I said, times are changing in Waterdeep, and you're going to need to pick a side. You do this for me, we'll see if there's a place for you.
So 200 gold each, half up front.
No. I'm not giving you anything up front.
50 up front.
Why?
100 up front.
Bunch of people who
Expenses.
bunch of people who sail around. What are you going to do? You're going to sail out of here with my up front?
With 100 gold? That won't even make us down the Sword Coast.
All you need is 100 gold and leave town.
Besides,
What am I going to do out of town?
Earl,
I came here today.
you know
I'll
as
tell
well
you
as I
what.
do
You want
that
you
the harbors
want
are closed. It's winter in Waterdeep. Any
Yeah.
ship that leaves, you'll know of it before. Well, you'll know.
It's not like we're getting shipments of bananas every day.
I got spies all over this city. You leave the city, I'll have them hunt you down and you'll die face down in the snow.
Absolutely.
Gutters will run red with blood.
That's
No
a pretty
gold.
deep threat. You don't know who my brother is.
I don't need to know who your brother is, and I know plenty.
I see what that was.
You very well do now.
You think
Met us all.
Okay.
you think that the
okay,
Zents don't
okay,
have
okay.
information everywhere. Here's what I'm gonna do, and this is final. You got it? No more negotiating. The 200 upon return. Toss in a healing potion for all of you. A little bit of encouragement to get it done.
Do you have one right now?
Potion, each of you.
How much?
I got one for each of you.
Right now.
Right now.
Alright.
Time is of the essence, though. I need this done tonight.
Alright. No, wait, write out a contract for me, please.
Absolutely.
I need that later for references.
The hell do you think this is? We got ourselves a verbal agreement. I verbally said, get your asses out of here.
But what if you die?
Then I'll write him a
Your
receipt.
boss will have to, like...
What if you die? I gotta find some other idiot to get this
No,
done.
we already have subsidiaries who can take care of this if we die.
Bloody hell! He takes out his 4 potions.
Listen, okay.
1.
At the very bottom of
2,
this is the insurance agreement.
3,
and upon reception of us
4.
dying or anybody else, then you will be able to receive this amount of money.
Look, I didn't understand half of what she
Just
said,
shake
and
on it.
I don't really much care for the other half at all. You got your potions. I'll get to gold. You get out there. You find my man. Go find Haven Tree.
Alright.
All right.
Dockward?
I told you, I don't do that.
You were just about to. Almost got you. I'm gonna get that handshake sooner or later.
I'm gonna get that handshake. I think you lost your chance.
I know, forever.
I know.
Cole reaches his arm in and grabs all 4 potions and says, "Let's go," and walks towards the door.
Xanathars don't like taking prisoners for long. I need you to get it done soon.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Dock Ward, that's your lead.
Right.
Last
Told
seen
you.
at the Lucky Dragon.
Lucky Dragon King. Word is he was last seen there.
All right. Very
How,
well.
how long ago?
This morning.
Oh. Okay.
You just missed him.
Well, yeah, we just missed him.
Shh. Gosh, you guys. He's right there. We've got the best
we
lead
walk
in the
away.
city already
Yeah.
here.
What was his name again?
This guy?
Yeah.
Don't much care what any of that means. Just
What?
hurry up and get
Urstel
out of here.
Flax.
What? Nothing. I'm walking away.
Urstel?
Yeah. And we're looking for Darius Haven Tree.
Haven Tree.
Sunday.
As these guys are walking away, I'll just kind of pause before I stand up, and I'll Urstel with the elbow. And I'll get up and leave.
Bloody plenties. Too many. He goes back to fetching another mouse out of his pouch, feeding his flying serpent.
Nice.
The rest of you make your way down the stairs, past all of the smoke of the fire, the sense of the food, kind of begrudgingly, regretting the fact that you have to once again go into the cold, now sun-setting air of Waterdeep.
Burr.
Is this
As
how
you-
this
it's a
always
bit
works,
nipply.
Sunday? Does this how this always works every day in Waterdeep? Like, you just show up and then...
People either
Find
love me or
people?
hate me.
No, I mean,
you know,
find people
the way
and
it
leave
is.
people.
Water deep for you.
God, this place is weird as we keep walking through the snow.
Oh, it's water deep for you.
As you guys make your way to the door, Finn already outside standing in the snow, a person comes by and but Timbers, back of the line, there's a little quick pat on the shoulder, a nudge from the back, and the bard with the lute and the 3 strings walks by quickly. Can I have your passive perception, please?
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's just 10.
He made it pretty obvious.
From looking outside the door, can I see him doing it?
What's your passive perception?
It's not that high. It's probably 11.
No.
No.
No, he only makes it obvious to Timbers, but you felt a nudge at a coat pocket.
Yeah, I definitely...
Instinctively looking to see if anything is missing, however, also realizing that there was nothing in that pocket. You reach in and feel a crumpled piece of paper. You pull it out, and you make eye contact real quick. You see this man, the bard with the 3 strings, and he's like... and goes back, blends into the crowd, and disappears. Stepping outside into the snow, the door closes behind you, and the sounds of the tavern begin to fade. As you move out into the night, you uncrumple said piece of paper, and it has a small, short note on it. Basically, it says that Urstel is a man of treachery, not one to be trusted. He makes promises of gold, and though he does deliver on his promises, he is a dangerous man, one of the leaders, one of the highest leaders of the Zentarum in this city. And if he gets what he needs, it could be for the benefit of himself and his benefactor, and a loss at everyone else. Take caution and choose your allies carefully. Should you finish what you do for Urstel, and you feel the need to find people who want to better the world, seek me out. And at the bottom of it is a little harp logo.
Come on, Graham, let's go already.
Hey, Graham, what you got there?
It looks like somebody just touched your butt.
I have a secret missive delivered to me only Sunday. Contents...
Why are you reading it in front of all of
Share.
us then, if it's so secret?
Yeah. There's like 20 people that are taller than you that could probably read that over your shoulder.
Yeah, I just did.
You should probably do that passive
Yeah, you might
perception.
have. I don't mean. Here.
Okay.
I mean, it was given to me
Right
in
on.
secret.
Oh, so let's all huddle together.
Is the bard still within eyeshot, or is
We're
he
outside.
Oh
gone?
no, he disappeared into the
Doors
crowd.
closed.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, I don't think I trust that guy.
Yeah.
Argus is kind of a dick.
According to Cole, you trust Yagra?
I mean, she seems like she's kind of like neutral party to this.
Okay. Well, this says
I mean, it's not,
Erstal.
I don't really know her. No.
Okay. Well,
I want to.
yeah. She seems nice. So Erstal is untrustworthy, according to this note.
well, how are we supposed to meet up with the other person?
But
Let's just do it and see what happens.
yeah. So
Wait, so what if we don't give Erstal his thing, right?
yeah, that's kind of what the note says. Maybe we can find someone else.
We talking
Maybe
about
we
this
should
while
just
walk down the road.
Find Erstal. Yeah, while we're walking. We're not just like standing there like
Yeah, in this
congregating.
doorway.
Like we're communicating together.
I mean, there's people who want to
Yeah.
get in and out of this bar.
Yeah, we're not just like in front of the door, are we?
No, you guys are already
Yeah.
making your way through the snow.
Yeah.
This is all transpiring as you travel.
As we're walking.
You know, it was what was good. What was nice was the cart with the horses. Can we get one of those again?
You want a carriage?
We had. It was nice.
A hail one.
Hail.
Are there any even out here? I hear wild dogs.
Yeah.
The streets of Waterdeep are completely deserted at the moment. The hour is late, and actually these wagons that comfortably seat 5 people, typically they only arrive by appointment. You have
Yeah.
to arrange to have one pick you up, and the price for their services for however long is set.
Okay.
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 Just
Well, and I'll explain that to you newcomers.
Mm.
We didn't hail one, so it's all scheduled. Maybe I should just have my daddy buy us a carriage.
That's good. Yeah. You
I
should.
know we have horses. I
Mhm.
should just go get them. Just hook up a carriage and roll around town.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like a bother or inconvenience to your family, I mean.
My dad's never home.
So I have been like investigating their finances over the last year, ever since the douchebag banker of her dad like denied me a loan. Do I have any idea whether anything that she says is actually true? Like, is she as wealthy as she thinks she is?
Insight check.
How well have you been investigating her finances? Give me,
How would you even get access to that?
man.
I just figure like downtime, like research, basically. I've been
Be
researching.
like, hey, what have
her
they been
finances.
buying? Like, have they ever like missed a payment kind of
Yeah,
situation?
yeah, exactly.
I don't have any bills.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. You want me to roll a
Free
die 20?
soul.
Like
I'm a free soul.
So you haven't been home in over a year, and
I
it's
haven't
just
been
like
home
you
in a
just
while.
keep building up.
I keep
Gosh.
contacting my brother.
Investigation check.
I go home and visit. I go visit my mom.
Yeah, give
Once
me
in a
give
while.
me an investigation check.
What a strange life you live.
It's not.
Yeah.
9.
9.
It's like the worst roll.
With your investigation that you have done so far, it's mostly just a rumor around the streets that the family has kind of fallen in stature due to what people believe to be a serious gambling debt.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I don't let anything on, of course. Awesome. Thanks, Sunday.
You're welcome.
Okay. So maybe we should just get to this guy before anyone before someone else finds him.
Okay. Well, should we just start like getting into our roles here and just kind of working it out? Should like grouping up in the right triangles, like walking in a different type of like
What
order.
the fuck are you talking about, Finn?
I'm having problems with this.
You know this guy? Oh,
Sunday.
you guys are all from a different country. That's why you're talking funny.
Maybe we should head into the Lucky Dragon Inn. Kin? Is it Lucky Dragon Kin or Lucky Dragon Kin Sunday?
Dragonkin.
Dragonkin.
Oh, like 2 N's.
Oh,
Go see
Sunday.
him.
Can I ask you something? Like, is he looking for like extra help every once in a while?
Who?
The Lucky Dragon Inn's owner?
Uncle B? No.
Dragon Kin.
Uncle B, he got it covered. He don't want no help.
He doesn't want any like cooks or chefs or anything like that?
No, he does the cooking.
God,
Everyone eats pretty good in this neighborhood, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Alright.
Before we go more, he said we need to pick sides. What what other sides are there?
What are these harp people?
The Harpers?
Is that what
Well,
they're called?
The Harpers?
Do you know that?
They're like the good that keep everybody basically in check.
is
I'm asking that
so?
like
And
in
the
character.
Zentarian is the opposite faction.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this because I live there.
I think most people are somewhat aware of the Harpers in the realms,
Everybody is.
but I'm not one of them.
Are the Zents like trustworthy? I mean, it's the Zants, or you guys like that? Xanatar, Zants.
Finn, you look at. Did you see? Did you use your eyes?
Yeah, dude, that guy
was-
looked pretty greasy.
He talked the way he Cole. That wasn't nice.
Yeah, dude, he was calling you half-blood.
Yeah.
I'm halfling, and I got a little bit offended there.
Does he seem like a friend?
That's
You
not how-
offer gold, not
That's
friendship.
not how a friend should treat you.
A carriage starts rushing down the cobblestones, passing towards you. You see on the front of it is a guard of the city watch. He is at the reins. Horses are casually pulling it along on the roads across the cobblestone, and as it gets closer, you see on the sides of it that there are bars affixed to it, and it becomes quite apparent that this is some sort of a prison transport of sorts. In order to transport prisoners, of course, that is what they typically do.
Taxi! I don't know, I've never seen these before.
The guard gives you kind of a funny look, but keeps going
Cabby!
nonchalantly. As it does go by, you catch a glimpse of a couple of people looking out. You see that there is a human. He has a tattoo around his eye of a circle and 10 lines. Aside from him is a type of bird humanoid, which also looks out. The two figures inside the cart see you as it passes down the road and just make some brief eye contact. A little bit of worry in their eye, and also they look like they've been beaten down pretty heavily. A bruise, a scar, blood from the nose, that sort of thing.
Okay, interesting. That's clearly the sign of the Xanathar. Didn't they say that it was a circle with the...
I'll give out a sweat.
Okay,
That looked like they had enough room for all of us.
yeah.
That's not the kind of ride we need. Unless you're gonna go to jail. And
That's what that's for?
they don't have
Grim says under his
bars.
breath, that
in
might be
where
your dad's
you're
ride
from.
next Sunday.
You guys not paying attention?
I'm paying attention, okay? I don't think we should work with these Zent people. I don't think
We
they have
are
our best
looking
interests.
for enemies
Yes.
of the eye.
Yeah?
They're going to jail. Wherever they're coming from is where we want to be.
Shouldn't we check out our first lead?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same direction we're going?
Alright, well then, I think we're doing both.
Okay,
Let's get going. And,
let's hustle up.
guys,
Double time.
first off again, are we gonna side with these Zent fellas? They don't seem like they're very good.
Let's get to Earlston.
Alright, we find him. Let's go find these Harper people.
Let's have a chat. Talk. Let's communicate with him first.
Why do you keep switching?
So we head to the Lucky Dragon Kin.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we have gloves? Like cool ones that like work in snow?
Yeah, they gave you guys some gloves when you got your.
Think fast, Grim!
Just hits him.
You all have a pair of simple
Oh god, that one had poo.
winter clothing. Coming
Not
from a
in
tropical
Waterdeep.
island.
Not in
Not in
Waterdeep, baby.
Waterdeep,
There's
yeah.
no poo on this street.
Coming from a tropical island, Finn has no idea what yellow snow means.
What snow is, probably.
Is it tropical?
I'm
I
keeping
mean,
an eye
guessing
on the
like
tracks
Yeah.
of that.
Let's just say it is.
If
Yeah.
they
It
go
is.
off in a different direction than where we're going, I want to know about it.
Certain parts of the city being cleaner than others, the dock ward being a lot more neglected. You pass by some of the rooftops, which are more of a, I believe they're kind of a purplish color in this area. A lot of the lampposts here, the glass has been smashed out, stolen. A lot of the street lamps are not even lit. There is a guild that goes around and lights the street lights for illumination at night with continual flame spells. And yes, they do not come around these parts. The dock ward has a reputation for being very run down, and the only people here know exactly where they're going, or they're a mark.
Can't even get a street lamp around these parts, man.
Well,
Just watch your back.
where are we going?
Continuing down, though,
Stay
you
close.
do pass by an area
Follow
that has some
Sunday.
commotion. Some of the only noise that you have heard as the onset of the night has begun. And as you come around the corner, you look down.
What's the street name?
You remember it all?
Alley.
Candle Lane.
Candle
Candle
Lane.
Lane.
Have you been down this one yet?
You have not.
What's
There
the
is
streets, like dead troll or
there
something?
is a single street light on Candle Lane, illuminating what looks to be like a ramshackle tavern. Although the name of the tavern is completely different from where you were heading to, it's just a place that you are now passing along the way.
Okay.
Looking down the alleyway, you see that there is another of the prison transports, as well as city guard who are all standing around, doing various things, moving through the snow. There are a couple of bodies that have a tarp thrown over them as they lay face down in the streets.
I'm thinking like those canvas potato bags.
Basically something like that. They're like burlap. And pretty
Cole
straightforward.
walks over to
Hem.
Graham.
City guard are investigating. This is a good shot of the
We
city
need to make
watch.
sure our mark is not under those tarps.
Not the city guard, it's the city watch.
Hey, some of your kin.
That's good idea.
people over
Good
there,
idea,
Ken.
Cole.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Let's. I have an idea. Let's everybody just everybody just sit back, and I pull out my familiar. Well, actually, I'll cast the spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I haven't technically made one yet. So I pull out like a bunch of little pieces and parts from my bag, and I just like wrench a few things together, like do this and do that. And when I'm done and I come out, it's like a little mouse. And it's like a little mechanical mouse or whatever. And
Have I seen this before?
no, this is new, Finn. Actually, I picked this up since I came here. Pretty cool. I'll show it to you.
Does it got like the
How long does it
little
take?
kangaroo legs?
Like wheels?
Oh,
Yeah,
wheels.
yeah,
Oh,
like
that's-
little, like the
that's
back ones
crazy.
are wheels and the front ones are like little claws and stuff. It's far from like an amazing like transformer. It's not like lithe or whatever.
No, I was thinking like like they hop, like it's on a spring. and it
Oh,
just keeps
like an
going.
automaton?
Yeah, like it can't stop
Yeah.
or it'll die.
No, it's more like it's not as sharp, dude. But yeah, so I cast the spell and I summon my familiar, and
Was that it?
I send it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's the
send
noise
it
it
down
makes.
the road to go inspect the bodies.
Very quietly.
Yeah, very quietly. Stealth check even if I need to. Shut that bell up. I don't know. Why did I install it with a bell?
Why'd you put a bell on it? You can find it later.
It's like the little trolley from like Mr.
It's
Rogers.
the only pieces I had.
As your little mechanical
awesome.
familiar hops through the snow and gets over to the dead bodies, a few of the city watch are kind of there. They're going over some notes and papers and whatnot, and they look over and they see it over at the bodies.
It's the size of a mouse.
Yeah, it's in the snow and it's hopping along, and it goes bling bling.
No blinking.
Yeah,
No.
no blink blink. No,
It's
yeah,
stealthing.
It's a totally
That's
quiet.
awesome.
I'm trying to stealth if I can.
Do you know the stats for your little familiar?
Yeah.
That's a
Let me
mouse.
pull that up real quick.
Oh yeah, like the spider.
Just give me a d20 roll real quick.
I love
Um,
it so much. Just like, oh. Ah.
It
Jesus.
doesn't do a whole lot of good because as this is happening, a guard does come straight up to the bodies and sees the little creature on the ground.
Uh-huh.
He recognizes the look of a clockwork contraption, because clockwork things are actually pretty common in Waterdeep, although he doesn't know necessarily that it's a familiar. He looks down at it kind of puzzled, and looks around in the area. Looks down towards the alleyway where all of you are kind of peeking around the corner.
I am not peeking around the corner. I don't need to. I'm like looking through its eyes right
Can I
now.
just walk up to
You're
it?
just standing there, your eyes white, and you're like,
No, I'm like around the corner. I'm like, yeah. I guess I should have specified better, but yeah, I wanted to go around the corner where no one could see me, send my familiar out.
yeah, you didn't say that.
Okay, I'll be more careful.
Son of a gun.
All right, so there's, hi, how's it going?
He just looks down there and he's like,
What happened?
there was a murder!
Yeah, I can see that.
A grizzly murder.
You know anything about it?
Yeah, they're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, tragic thing. Although, you know, it happens.
Who are?
Oh, well, we got Xanathars, we got Zentarum, and we... Shut up! A man steps out of the doorway of this ramshackle type of warehouse. It looks like it might have been a tavern, it might have been a warehouse. It's pretty poor shape. But a man steps out, and right away you recognize him. He happens to be...
Oh god, it's the same. It's the Black Staff.
Nope. It happens to be the man from the docks
Yeah.
where
Oh, no.
Cole was talking with the captain.
Oh my god.
And out steps Hyestus Staggett. And he sees all of you down, now that you're waving, he's like, oh, bloody hell, now what have I got to deal with? Right, what do you want? What do you want?
We're looking
Hi.
we were asked to look for a missing person.
Yeah? What's he look like?
I start walking that way and dismiss my familiar and make it appear in my
He's
pocket.
missing his right ear, like half of it, and he's got like a scar over his eye.
Not one of them.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can I take a look?
It's not really protocol, but
I'll
What
say
do
a
I
blessing
care?
for him.
what do I care? They're all dead. No, they don't need blessing. They're a bunch of thugs.
Put 2 coins on each of their eyes as I uncover it each time.
You don't really need to do that. Put those away. What's wrong with you?
They're copper pieces.
Put your nids away.
It's not even real money.
Oh yeah, that's right. It isn't real money because it's made of. Yeah, I pulled it out of my gold, so it's like little sprockets.
Those are worthless here.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, totally worthless.
Whatever. Do what you
Put those-
throw them
put
away.
those
I don't
back
care.
inside my bag.
Or save them. You might want to go see a moneylender. Get that exchanged.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
All right,
Thanks
anyways,
for the
what do you all want? What are you doing?
I told you, we're
Where's
looking
the-
for a missing person.
Yeah. Well, you looked. He's not here.
I guess not. Should we just go?
Is
That's
there
why he's
blood?
missing.
Is there blood all over the streets? Like,
There's no blood on the street, but you
Blood.
see that the bodies have been dragged out from the door of this building. It's like, look, it's a closed case, open and shut. All it was, turf war. I mean, if the Zents and the Xanathars want to kill themselves, hey, makes my job easier. Although, I just wish they would keep it off the streets. 'Cause now I gotta do the paperwork. I gotta report this. You know.
what?
Feel your pain.
What is this building?
Turns out it's some sort of a Zent workshop, some sort of hideout for them, for their operations. We found crates, weapons, black armor, uniforms. Seems that they were training folk out of here.
Anything
See.
cool?
No, just the typical mundane weapons and armor. There's really nothing of any interest. Some other adventurers came in here, said they just came from the Yawning Portal and spoke to somebody. They were looking for someone. Anyways, they couldn't find who they were looking for either, so they all left.
We better go.
Well, hey, I'm trying to coin this phrase and like pass it so it goes and spreads around the place everywhere. But it's Zents and Zants.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Come on. You know it's gonna catch on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Zants.
Maybe we should look inside.
Yeah, not gonna happen. You're gonna interfere with the justice of the watch.
No.
I've got this taken care of. You don't need to know the details.
Is anybody in there right now? I'm not asking him. I'm asking you.
There was a lord. Okay? Whoever it was, they found a lord. I'm not going to disclose his name. but he's important. The other adventurers found him. Turns out he was kidnapped. Anyways, he's already gone.
What do you look like?
Young man in his 20s, healthy, lordly, some
Did you go
noble.
by the name of Moon?
No. No, it was... You almost got me. I almost slipped up.
What?
You don't need to know his name.
How far away from
Come
me
on,
is this
honey.
building?
Can I perceive?
can
You
tell-
guys are standing about 20 feet
You
away
can
now.
tell me anything.
About
Where they
20
have
feet
all
away
the
now.
bodies all set up and everything now.
Are any of the city guard inside the building currently? That I
Yeah,
know
there
of?
are some going inside and out. It's pretty busy right now. They're pulling out all the evidence that they need.
Okay.
Everything that's going to be confiscated.
Okay.
You sure it wasn't Moon?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Huh.
Someone from another
I could have
place.
sworn you said Moon.
No, I didn't say Moon. Somebody important. I've never heard of any Moon. Moon?
You never,
Lord Moon?
Never heard of Moon?
No, I've never
There's
heard
no
of a
moon?
Lord Moon. There's no Lord Moon in this
I
city.
could have sworn you said that. What'd you say then?
I didn't say anything. There is no Lord Moon in
You
this
said
city.
Lord somebody.
Yeah, I almost said it. Look, all I'm going to tell you, I'll let you know this. It's from someplace far up
Someplace
north, and
where?
his son is here.
Look, let's do some quick word association. When I say
Son.
Lord, you say.
I say, get out of
I
here.
like it.
Look, you looked at the bodies. You saw your man's not here. Go on, be about your business.
All right.
While I'm still 20 feet away from the building, before I walk away, I make my familiar appear inside of the building.
You see that there's blood on the ground. It was a massacre. You see that Xanathars and Zentarum had really gone at it and just really, really wrecked the place. It looks like it had been a raid of some sort. Judging based off of that and the fact that a transport had passed you earlier, it seems that the Xanathars were successful. As for anything else, you don't see any indication of who might have been in here, any trace of any adventurers, just city guard, the watch in their uniforms, opening crates, boxes, pulling out anything that's going to be confiscated.
Can you tell what type of footprints they had?
Where?
You see any noble ones? Like really good looking boots.
Fancy boot?
Fancy boots.
Where? Here?
In the snow.
Yeah. I look around at the tracks. Do I see like really finely tailored shoe print?
What kind of check do you want to give me?
Survival. Pretty good. 17.
17. Here in the alley, it's any snow that is around is trampled in slush, if not drag marked from bodies and bloody. Leaving the alley the way that you guys had come, it was a huge mess of guards coming from all over the place to investigate this, wagon wheels and everything. As for other places, the snow hasn't really accumulated a whole lot. There are footprints. They could be noble. They might be from city guard who have a bit more coin. Perhaps this Hyestus.
It's like a backwards Nike swoop on the ground.
No Nike swoops.
So after spending a couple minutes looking at the prints, I come back over to Finn. Cole can't find anything important.
No, it's cool, man. Slap his arm.
I give my familiar the command to follow Hyestus
Okay.
and stick with him until I tell him otherwise.
Okay.
And try and stay stealthy and stay behind him if possible.
Okay. Give me a stealth check for that one.
Much better.
What's the total?
20. He's a rat, so he has rat bonuses.
like +2.
It's like +2. I was just looking at.
What's his name? Radigan?
There you go. And there's no bonus, so it's just natural 20.
20?
Yep.
It's pretty good. So your mouse takes a position where it tries to hide, and the rest of you.
Miss Brisby.
Yeah. It's Mrs. Doubtfire. We head to the Lucky Dragon King.
Yeah.
What's the range on your familiar before it blinks out of existence?
There is no range.
So it's just gonna follow?
I have a telepathic link with it from 100 feet away, but I could see through its eyes and use its senses from however far away. It doesn't matter. So once I choose to like stop using my senses and use its, I can see through its eyes and smell through its nose and all that other stuff.
Alright, let me get a little die roll here and see what happens. As you guys are traveling and you leave and you make your way back down the street to
You choose to
continue.
lose your senses.
Yeah, you don't see or hear or smell
Right.
anything around here. You can feel stuff still. And you're pulled, but you can't see.
What are you doing?
Well, right now I'm not looking through its eyes or anything unless
I'm
I
just
have to
saying
be.
later
yeah.
on.
Yeah, when the time comes and I
Not to
switch
like,
focus.
super-
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, next time you switch over, I'll let you know if you hear anything. For the most part, though, you all seem to make your way. You all leave, continuing on your journey.
I'll check in with them in a half hour.
The Lucky Dragon King, right?
Sunday, where's
Yeah.
your friend? The guy you threw in that alley.
Jim. Right?
Yeah,
Jim.
that was earlier.
So, the lure of gold being enough to once again brave the harsh elements,
He's like frozen.
you continue on throughout the night. The image of the ramshackle Lucky Dragonkin still fresh in your mind. You make haste to be done with this quick so you can secure your hot meal and a warm bed for the days to come. 20 past the hour, you eagerly enter the tavern. A quick shake to shed off the weather, and you set about finding your missing man. Uncle
Uncle
B is there, behind the counter once again, looks at all of you, sees you come in. Again, Tim is out in the corner. He has made his way back into the tavern, and he's kind of huddled with his cloak by the coals of a dying fire. A few other men are there, and the room is so cold, the breath on their visible to you. I can't talk. Their breath visible from the harsh winter that has set in.
Can I land?
And
Prestidigitation?
you don't ask me what you can do.
Yeah, I'm fucking doing it. As I walk in, just finger gun. Pew! Prestidigitation. And a flame erupts from my finger and lands on the coals and lights it ablaze. Everybody has to step back immediately as it's so hot.
And Tim pulls up his cloak a little bit more, shedding off some of the heat. Meanwhile, your uncle looks at you and is like, "What are you doing?"
Hey, can I talk to you really quick in private?
"No,
Why?
it's my tavern. What do you need?"
I'll whisper in his ear.
"No, no,
Come on, man.
no. I don't like it. Stop it.
Well, it's gonna happen. Apple, can you help me?
Look, I just need to know,
Can you help me, Apple? Uncle's not being cooperative.
what is it you need? What?
We,
What is it?"
There's a man. We're looking for a man.
I'll write it down. Give me something to write it down.
Okay,
'Cause
go
I don't
ahead.
wanna be,
look
like-
around. Take a look around the tavern. Whatever you're looking for, not here. Okay?
What?
Is Darius Haventree visibly present? Do I see a man with a big scar anywhere?
Give me a quick. Well, what's your passive? It's passive
No.
perception is 10.
No, it's 10.
No, that's pretty. It's decent enough that you can look around at the faces of people. You don't see anyone with a noticeable scar or anything like that. Everybody is bundled up pretty warm to try to keep their fingers and toes and everything, but nothing looks like what you're looking for.
Have you been having a bunch of people come in and asking about certain persons?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody has been in here looking for anyone. All right?
He's lying.
Come on,
No.
Tell me.
No. It's true. Everything is true. I said, okay? I don't know who you've been talking to, but it's not it's not real.
I'm talking to Sunday.
Right? Well, Sunday doesn't know what she's talking about, okay? I'm very smart, and I know these things, and it's my tavern,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
So I like pull out this little contraption and like twist a few gears and like poke a few dials, and then it casts minor illusion. It's like a little hologram to the best of my ability, it's the description of the guy with the scar on his face.
It's a simple
And it's
word.
like spinning.
You're
No, it's
my
not
only
spinning.
hope.
It's just staying still because it doesn't move. But yeah, it's
You're
like right there. in front
Grim
of him.
disappointed.
You're my only hope.
Grim.
Never seen him. I've never seen him. I don't know who this man is. I've never heard of any Haven Tree. Okay.
I look at Finn and I'm like, Finn, I know you have a knack for these things. Is he lying?
I look at him in the eye, dead eye, and I say to him, "What's your name?"
I am Apple Plenty.
Where does Uncle B come from? I need a
Uncle
real
Apple
answer
B Plenty.
first.
B
Okay.
is the middle name. Okay. It's just what they call me.
He's telling the truth.
What's
Okay,
your
so-
insight?
No, that's my baseline question there.
Right. No, I would like to know your insight.
Oh, my insight?
Yeah.
Okay. +3.
So 13.
Yeah.
So you haven't mentioned this to your party yet, but he said Haven Tree, and nobody said the name to him. Also, he's lying about everything.
He
Okay.
did, didn't he?
Cole never steps very far away from the door. I'm just displaying my axe and standing stoic as I can, intimidating the room.
Okay, Unc, you gotta give it up.
Yeah, Uncle. You gotta give it up.
I don't know what it is you want, okay? We've done business, okay? Okay? We're good. I need you all to leave.
Sunday, is there any way like we can grease his palm?
I'm not touching it.
No, Sunday. I mean, is there anything he likes?
He
Mr.
liked your booze.
Mr. Apple.
Yes?
It's a funny thing. It was just
Individual.
just around the corner. It was, what were they? 4, 5 city guards?
Yeah.
6 even?
Yeah.
Murder, blood,
Oh yeah.
Fight.
Then there was also the magistrate. there,
prisoners, magistrate. Lots of, I'm sure, as a matter of fact, I bet you're right. There probably wasn't anybody here ever, and the city guard will have no reason to be here next. I'm sure. Especially if, you're telling the truth and nobody was.
Yeah, of course, I'm
Here.
telling the truth, okay? Everything I said is true, alright? The city guard have no reason to investigate me. Whatever it is, if they did, okay, it's fake news. It's fake.
Maybe I wasn't making myself clear. The city guard, they were investigating a murder because somebody else. Well, there are other people. Someone else wants him.
Yeah? Do you see any murders here in my place?
Not yet.
Are you threatening me?
Me? Grim?
Like, seriously, are you making an intimidation check?
No. No, I'm literally letting him know that there will be people here to look for this guy besides us.
Yeah,
And if he doesn't tell us the truth, they're going to shake his tavern down next. He
It would
might
be
be
a
dead.
terrible accident,
Yeah.
if somebody got murdered up in here on accident, maybe later.
It's not gonna happen, okay? I'm very smart. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, you'll never get caught, just
You're-
like all those other people.
You're asking a lot of questions. I don't like it, okay? I need you all to leave, plenty. I need you to please take all your friends, alright, and get.
Why? What'd we do? What'd I do? Oh man. Okay.
What if we stay and buy a beer?
Yeah, can we have a room?
No, there are no rooms. People stay, they pay for food, okay? They pay for the
Are you
meal,
kicking me out,
and they
Uncle
sit
B?
in a chair, in a table. There's one room, okay? It's mine. And that's it.
There's nobody
Kicking
in
me
here.
out, Uncle B?
Yeah?
Yeah?
I'm telling Junior.
I'm telling.
telling Junior.
Grim. I say on the slide.
Wait till Junior
Check
hears
that
about
room.
this.
Check that room.
Let me just disappear and do that, man.
You can just sit at the table.
Do your thing.
Well, I mean, speaking of that, I'll take a minute to sacrifice my own senses for my familiars and see if I can find out what's going on.
Yeah, he
with
just
that.
starts like looking at his drink really intently. Yeah.
Look, it's not like creepy movies, okay? My eyes don't bite and
like
stuff.
war.
Like, it's not like that, dude. I just go somewhere for a minute, like, you know.
Yeah, it's like Timber. He takes his ale and he goes for like a drink. And he's just like,
It's just pouring down the front of my bad timing.
Uncle B, can I have like some of that kick-ass
Tell my brother that's all I
beholder
wanna
beater
do.
beer?
Can't believe it.
yeah, okay. As long as you pay, all right, you can stay. He goes over to the back, starts to fill up a tap. You can see behind him that there's actually only one keg of the ale that remains, strangely to you. And he takes a glass over, fills it up, brings it over to you, puts it down. And says, okay, it's going to be 5 silver.
5 silver?
Yeah, 5 silver.
Why is it so high?
I need you to pay for it in advance.
No, I'll pay right now. I give him a gold piece. Why is it more than 5 silver? Or 1 silver
Okay,
piece?
you know what? You said it's famous, alright? I'm trying to attract a new clientele, okay? I want to keep all those other people out,
I hear
okay?
you. I hear you, Uncle
There's
B.
some bad hombres out there, okay?
Oh my god. Uncle B. You know, like someday, you know, like Waterdeep's gonna have all types of people here, okay? And you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Okay? You know what?
You need to
You know
get
what?
over any like pejorative like biases you have, you know, and just keep them to yourself.
Okay, you know what? This is my establishment, alright?
Why don't you ask him how he lives with himself?
Yeah, how do you live with yourself?
Quietly?
You know, being a liar.
No, I haven't said any lies, none at all.
Yeah, just true.
Because it
lies.
took me a while, but
No, I've only offered you alternative facts.
I heard you
okay?
say Haven Tree, and none of us said that.
Fake news.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not say that.
Fake
Didn't
news.
say it.
You didn't say it?
Nope, didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did
You
say
did.
Haven Tree.
Nope,
Mm-hmm.
nope,
Heard you, Uncle.
nope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so we're
So
gonna
now
go
you're
to
back.
Haven Tree.
So then you wouldn't mind if I just take a look in this back room over here then, would you? And I get up and just slowly start to walk that way while I'm talking to him.
As you start walking away, he grabs a beer bottle. I don't go into your house. I don't go through your things. You step through there, we're gonna have trouble.
Is he still behind the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, I step through there.
Roll initiative.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Ooh.
I mean, if he's busting off beer bottles, I think we're okay, dude. If he even pulled out a little pocket knife, I'd be scared. But he's like,
Jeez, Rick.
improvised weapon.
Oh no, 1 damage.
Yeah, I can handle 1d4+1, dude.
He's got Tavern Brawler.
Is Sunday gonna be okay with you guys attacking a relative?
Well, you know,
He attacked us.
He tried to
I
throw her
kind
out
of
of the
got a
bar.
feeling about this one.
That would
Uncle
put
B might be his
you
aunt.
over here. That is the door there. So you're stepping through.
You got
He
it
rolls for-
backwards. Wait, is it? I'm
This is the
thin.
bar.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
I'm at the door.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Just ready to turn around and
I've
swing.
been there the
Oh,
whole
I-
time.
hey,
Pass out.
calm down there, Tim.
I'm fine.
As soon as you open the
The
door,
door's trapped.
Tim starts.
Trapped. Too much smoke in
We
there.
got Tim over there.
Smells like ass in this back room.
Oh, God. This is where they water down
That's
the
how he
ale.
lives by himself.
Guys, what'd they do with the other keg?
Did you roll initiative?
Yeah, I got a 7.
Okay.
Kind of sucks.
Is it just you fighting?
I hope not.
Just a flat 7 or with mod?
No, I don't
It's
like.
with mod.
I don't like Grim Fight alone.
5.
Ever.
was my roll. 7 with my mod.
Okay. That puts Timbers here. He's there. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh, my thing broke.
8.
8.
Just total?
I mean, just total. What does that mean?
I rolled an 8 plus 2.
19.
Okay, I rolled a 6 plus 2.
Hey, he's not a fancy guy with
What's even
the amount of dexterity anymore.
I do
Yeah.
that too. It's weird, man.
Welcome back to tier 1.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
I
I got a 19.
Way to make the poor guy feel even more inadequate. He
I know.
can't even rage,
Shut-
dude.
nobody knows that
19.
shit.
19. And Finn, no.
I got a 10.
Sorry.
Finn 10. And Timber 7 and 8.
That guy
Goes
won
like
that
that.
guy too, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. You open the door. In front of you is a messy, disgusting room. Papers everywhere. It smells. The chamber pot is full.
Oh, God.
And,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
bed is disheveled. It's like a bed with a pallet and then just hay thrown on top and a ratty wool blanket on top of that.
Cold nights.
Just
man.
think of Rooster Cogburn's pad.
Grim like looks over at him and he's like, "You are a terrible bookkeeper."
And he's like already
That's
with
my
the
free
broken
action.
bottle in hand. Broken bottle in hand. He's already like taking his first step towards you. This gives Sunday a chance to react.
I am going to jump up and scream as loud as I can, like a woman would, and tell these two to stop it now.
Do so.
That's what I'm doing it. I'm not going to do it because he's got kids sleeping.
Well,
Stop it!
act it up.
Stop it now!
You guys knock it off! Now!
All right, Finn.
I don't know how.
Smashed up there.
That could be your free action. You can still do stuff.
That's all I'm gonna do. I'm a girl. I
Finn,
yell and scream a lot.
what do you do?
I tried to persuade him to stop.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I say with my persuasion check. Stop in the name of love before you break this bar.
Think it over.
Alright, anyway, so,
Think it over.
18
That's a great roll.
plus, 5.
Okay, that is Finn's turn. Cole.
This is him on the other side of the bar.
Yeah.
30, 10, 20, 30. I can't reach him.
Oh no. Can I, with my free action, say, Cole, not hard. Not lethal, Cole.
I'll just position myself between him and so I'm gonna dash. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And just look very menacing
Oh yeah.
as I just moved 60 feet.
All right. Timbers.
He's looking pretty aggressive, right?
Yeah. I apologize. I cannot hold it. I gotta go real quick.
Sorry.
Go ahead and figure out your turn.
As new interim DM, he does look very aggressive.
I'm gonna blast him.
Blast
You're
him
gonna-
already.
I'm gonna blast, but I have to wait for Jesse to make a save. So,
But I want Uncle B to always be there from here on out, man.
well, I'm not gonna kill him, dude. I'm gonna blast him.
There you go. No idea.
Be like, Uncle
I
B,
think my
no.
kids, on my other, because you can be on 2 Twitch accounts.
Oh, my boss can't hear me, but like, man, I do not want to get up at 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, he's watching.
Yeah, I hope he is right
Yeah, he's tuning in just to be like, John, you better be at work
now. You
tomorrow.
better be able to.
I see you on there. 3 beers, 4 beers, 5.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Third one right here, Greg.
I love how you're like, I hope my boss is watching. It's your brother.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, I got chewed out yesterday. And I'm not going to say it online. Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear,
It was my fault.
Dear diary, Greg was a bitch.
Dear
Sorry, Greg, I love
diary,
you. It's
Greg
just for
yelled
the
at
Very,
me.
very sorry.
I cried
Okay.
myself to sleep.
Continue.
For
Make a
once.
con save.
Con save.
Yes.
This will go great for him.
You didn't know this, but he's all Constitution.
I got an 8.
You got an 8.
got an 8.
That's going to be a
The
failure.
bartender's
That is a
constitution
failure.
five.
As Grim traces an arcane sigil in the air and releases a blast of numb, bone-chilling energy. And cracks him with a 6.
And this is bone-chilling energy.
Cold damage.
Cold damage.
Yep.
6 damage?
6 damage. 6 cold damage. And he cannot... I think he has, like, disadvantage on attack rolls till the start of his... end of his next turn, I mean.
How does he die?
He doesn't die. He drops unconscious.
It's magic energy.
Doesn't matter, does it? Oh, well,
Yes, it
Magic
does.
kills.
he...
You can't non-lethal magic, Grim.
Or rage.
He stands there frozen, pointing the bottle at Finn, clearly about to stop fighting. just a signal of like release on his face.
Do I realize that he just died?
His first step, and he's just like,
Do I realize he just died?
as that happens,
Can I heal him? Like, if we're out of fighting order really quick to make it so he doesn't die?
you're not out of fighting order.
Oh,
Tim
God.
just leaps up from around the fire.
Oh, Tim!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, no!
Goes straight for Finn, and he pulls out a dagger and tries to throw it or lunge into your throat.
Before he attacks, can I use my free action to say, whoa, 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 I didn't do shit to him?
Yeah, no, you say that. It's also at this time that
Can I persuade?
everybody else in this tavern dashes out. the
Oh,
front door.
no.
It's only Tim who really
People.
gets up with a dagger and tries to plunge it into your throat. He rolls
I
a
hope he
13.
does. Yeah, he got me.
13, no, 14, 15.
Yeah, he got me.
Okay, he does 2 damage. As he strikes down, but misses the fleshy parts and kind of comes across the thicker bits of the armor, and you shirk away, trying to get away from the blade.
No, like, this is the first time Finn has ever been stabbed. And he's just like, ah! Ah! Oh, my God! Ah! Oh, he pulled it out! Ah! He pulled it out.
So bad.
Ah!
Sunday.
Grim, this hurts! Ah!
Sunday.
Sunday.
Damn it, Tim. That's his name?
Yeah.
Tim?
Should have shanghaied
I
you.
don't know. Yes, I shoulda.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I'm gonna tap him. 15.
15 hits.
Alright. Six points of damage.
How does he die?
God, these poor guys.
His
He
turn
just
left.
gets- I just run him through with my rapier right about here. He's just kind of hanging.
So,
Just kinda-
like, the dagger has been, like, removed
Yes.
from Finn, and Finn is flailing, and just...
I just went, damn it!
You don't
Damn
have to
it,
kill
Jim!
him. You can do non-lethal damage.
Damn it, Jim!
Nope.
Too late.
He just described the
Yeah.
kill. So this rapier just out the back. He's like, you see that he's trying to breathe, and the airflow from his
I'll
lungs
shake-
is
I'll
just
just-
pulling in and out through the
I was
wound
gonna
already.
give you a chance.
Pulling your blade out, it bubbles up more with blood, and he drops to his knees and starts choking it and coughing more. More blood coming up than normal as
Get
he
out of the way.
spasms and begins suffocating on his own fluids on the
Alright.
floor.
Like, you see Finn just,
God,
like,
you
covered
guys.
in blood now. He's just like, ah! Ah! Ah!
Alright, survival instincts kick in. Cole looks around. No more threats. Everyone else is gone.
Everybody else is pushing and clamoring to get out through the doors of the town.
Okay, I rush to the exit and make sure everyone gets out. Say, get the fuck out now!
Yeah, nobody even looks back. They're just out
Okay.
into the snow.
As soon as everyone's out, I start putting tables up against windows, and I yell, "Turn all the lights off now!" And I start securing this room to make sure no one can get in.
No, we need to
It's
leave.
gone. Flame's gone.
We need to
Finish
leave.
the job.
Yeah, I start looking through the papers and everything in the office.
As you all begin to turn away from the freshly dead, you hear.
All
You
right.
look over at the bodies.
Can I heal him?
I feel like something worse is happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
You start to make your way to heal him, but
Oh, God. This Finn's on the
Yeah,
ground.
he's on the ground face down, and you're rushing over there to see if you can save Tim at all. And then you hear that sound, and it takes you a second. You look at his body over, and you see that his skull is like...
Moving.
And then it starts to go... And his brain begins to like
Something in him?
reach and crawl out.
Oh,
and it's
God.
sickly and stumbles a little bit as this bloody ichor oozes down it, and it tries to like crawl. And
Kill it. Can I attack
Kill it.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Bucket on it. Save it.
The same thing is happening with your uncle. His frozen skull, not so much unfurling as it was, but more like kind of cracking and shattering as a piece of his face falls
Cole,
to the
kill
ground.
it! Kill it, Cole!
Uh,
You're the biggest one in the room.
Yeah, I viciously mock
Kill it! Spider! I'm screaming spider.
Mock us a brain.
Yes.
I'm screaming
You
spider.
have to be able to
Spider,
hear you.
spider, spider!
Go ahead, viciously mock
Let me see if I
his
can.
brain.
It has to understand your language.
I can understand what I was going to do. I'm going to slap it with my spatula. Does that count as a vicious mockery? Like,
Part of the spell says you have to be able to
alright,
communicate.
okay. Let me take a look at that. So, you will unleash a string of insults, Lace, and if it need not understand you,
Oh,
you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
need not understand. There you
Yeah,
go.
so,
Describe this to me, please.
yeah, I viciously mock it by saying, you don't have a mind for this, and I slap it with the spatula.
The unusual aberration that was Tim's brain seems to stagger at that. Not quite sure how to cope and deal that it doesn't have a mind and it just gives up and lies flat on the ground.
Yeah, then he takes,
A bit of pulsing ripples, and then you see that it lays flat and still.
Use my reaction to try and figure out what these things are.
Intelligence,
Yeah.
1d4. 3 damage.
3 damage.
6. Yeah.
These things are very strange and very unusual and not something that people see almost ever. It's not common knowledge.
Okay.
You've got not really much
Don't
of
have a
any
clue.
clue.
Okay. What do I see? A
You-
brain?
You see that Uncle B, his skull has cracked and fractured, his face has fallen off and slothed off onto the floor as parts of the body begin to thaw, but residing on top of it, sitting like some kind of macabre, gross mockery of life, is now this brain with 4 monster-esque claws perched atop of his former neck.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's doing well.
Okay. Oh.
The fuck is that?
It's hurt! I don't know what it is.
Kill it! Kill it, kill
I
it,
think
kill
I'm
it, kill
slightly
it.
It's not my turn.
traumatized watching something crawl out of
Cool.
my uncle's head.
It's Cole's turn.
So I finished propping up this table against this window here.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's 3 more windows. Is this accurate?
Yes.
And then the door.
Yes.
I'm gonna run over to here. I'm gonna take this table and flip it and push it up against the double doors and secure it as best I can. And if I have any more time, I'll make my way over to this table. So that's about all the movement I got.
Yeah, you secured the next door, you've barricaded the table, slammed across, food and drinks spill across the floor, and that's your turn. It brings us to Timbers.
So this thing's like just slowly like crawling out of the.
Yeah, it has emerged from his head, which has fallen away. And it's perched on top.
Where am I? I'm over there. And where's this thing at? Right there?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to run over there. And while I'm doing that, whip off my jacket and try and throw my jacket over the top of it and bundle it up.
Alright, give me a grapple. Strength check.
That's gonna be sucky, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, it's a weird thing for a wizard to try and do.
Can I roll again since it fell off? I have no
Is
idea
it
what
cocked
that is.
or is
Can
it
you
not?
read it?
I would say it's a 3. It's a 3.
If it's on the table, it counts.
It's a 3. So it's a 2.
I guess that is contested.
Did you get a 1?
No, I got a 20.
Oh god
Wow.
damn it.
It like claws the cloak in half.
You
rips
throw
his
your
side.
cloak over the body of former uncle, and as your cloak is on top, it immediately begins to soak up the blood and gore from the thawing body. And you hear the sound of as the creature just slides down his back
Oh, God.
onto the floor.
Finn, you can clean that, right?
It's just like, hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal.
We're gonna make so much money.
Yes, so that was probably my action. for the
That
most
was your
part, so-
action. That was it. Good job, Timbers. That was fantastic.
Well, the last time I tried
man
this
with the
castle, I
screaming
killed the
brain.
guy, so I'm trying to play it safe.
Oh, now?
Yeah, you know, the guy who was a common bartender you killed, and now it's a monster, and you're like, maybe we should talk
It's
to
an
it.
alien.
Hey, he
All
broke a bottle at us. What was I supposed to do, man? That's a very threatening gesture.
I love that too. It's like, we would have
Right.
never known if you didn't kill him.
Bad guy's 2 turn.
It is the
We can
bad
talk to
guy's
character later about this.
rolled. Attack with that, and what was the other? So it rushes out from beneath the 2 legs of former uncle and tries to claw at you. As it does so, it like leaps a little bit, and you sidestep, and it lands on the ground, and it turns around, and then you see like veins pulse a little bit, and it kind of like swells and gives off this weird ripple of energy, as it now tries to target you again.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh no.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
A whole lot of that going on right now.
Oh yes, right there. So intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yes! Natural 20.
Oh, you're
Nice.
successful
God
there. No damage. But you can feel like this thing has reached out. And you don't quite understand the link, but for just a moment, you and former uncle, your minds were like connected. And you felt actually a really big void and an absence there. But like there was something where it was inside your mind. And it was malicious and alien and strange.
Grimblurt's out. Fake news!
Nice.
Okay, that is its turn. Back to Sunday.
Come on, Cinder. This thing's not your
This-
uncle
Oh, we're just
anymore.
gonna kill
This
the
brain,
stupid thing.
Tim, right? Tim's brain's
Tim's
not
brain.
dead yet, right?
It's not moving.
It kind of gave up.
You're not sure if it's dead or not. It's just on the ground.
I'm gonna stick it.
Go ahead.
Stab it.
Double tap.
Both my sword.
Yeah, don't forget about that sweet dual
There's a
rapier
20.
action. Yeah, baby.
He's got advantage. He's surrounded.
If that's not metagaming, I don't know what is.
20.
20?
20.
20 damage?
Yeah, I hit that critical.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow. 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 Rapier just skewered it. Your rapier
Missed with
actually
one?
plunges in real deep, deeper, like easier than you thought, and just right into the wood. You pull your sword back out, and it's just kind of a slow, steady drizzle of blood oozes from the cranium.
Cranium.
Is it cranium correct?
The thing.
Cortex. From its frontal cortex.
There you go.
From the dome.
Well,
yo.
now I can't have any negative thoughts. Just give it a lobotomy.
Finn.
Little self-help rapier.
The frontal cortex.
I look at Sunday and I'm like, no one's ever gonna believe this. Don't let it escape. Seriously, guys, do not let these
It's
things
not dead.
escape because if we have to deal with murder charges here, we're fucked.
Can I
So my
fling
free
the thing
action.
into the fire? Is there a fire here?
Yeah,
I assume.
Yeah, thanks to Finn, there's a roaring
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you do
inferno.
that as a
There's
free
a
action.
roaring
Okay.
inferno.
Yeah, so you just reach down, you grab it, and chuck it.
My sword.
Yeah. Fling it towards the fireplace.
Yeah.
It slides right off the rapier.
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
And right into the fire.
Sunday the Fox!
What?
It begins to sizzle immediately like a bacon, although the stench it gives off is not delicious. It's horrible. It
Yeah.
smells like cooking formaldehyde.
Oh. Yummy.
This acrid
Whatever
smell
that
that
smells
chemical
like.
kind of burns your sinuses. Finn.
One dead.
5, 10.
So much trouble. My dad is gonna kill me.
Can I jump on top of the bar?
What's your movement?
I'm at 20 right now.
What's your movement?
I got 25.
It's technically difficult terrain.
To climb up the bar stool?
Well, how tall are you?
Alright. I'll
Yeah, it's
subtract all that. I'll use all my movement to get up on top of the bar on that side.
Okay.
Can I see the brain from there?
Yeah. I don't have brain minis. There's not a whole lot of brain minis for sale.
Yeah.
So
Just the eraser head or something. Yeah, there you go. That works.
it looks like a brain.
Horrible.
That's an awesome brain.
It's a little large for Uncle Bean, but okay.
Uncle B, I'm so traumatized.
What do you do, Finn?
This thing just came out of his head.
I cast Tasha's Hideous Laugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
We're all about to have the worst
We're all gonna
migraines,
start
dude. This
laughing.
thing is just gonna start
A
laughing.
creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilarious,
Doesn't have a
funny,
mouth.
and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. So give me a wisdom saving throw.
So what would a brain do laughing?
18.
Yeah, it passes.
Anything else happen?
Does it do take damage or anything?
No.
Why would you? Never mind.
It's a smart creature, okay?
Cool.
It's obviously got an intelligence
I'm
over
gonna spend my
4.
turn barricading this window with that table and that table to this window.
Yeah. Cole continues to barricade windows. That brings us back to timbers.
Cole does something progressive.
Okay. Let's see.
We got it covered.
Yeah. You guys killed it.
Frostbite worked pretty good last time. I'll
did.
make a con save.
6.
No.
7, actually.
No.
I didn't think so.
3 damage.
Hands
Cold
together.
damage.
What does frostbite look like?
Frostbite, I have a little gadget. I pull it out. Shoot it.
Your casting focus is a gadget.
Yeah, it's my beholder beater thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your cane has a gadget on top.
It's like a beholder head, you know, and it's like I
Take
do
a
few
key out, you
buttons
turn
and-
it on there, and the eyes begin whirling, and it like each eye shoots a different little
Yep.
laser
That would
light
be
show,
cool.
and it. You see the ice in the rime kind of form and frost reverse icicles across the mine. You know what? I'll let you double your damage, and it now has the worst case of mind freeze. That I would like to know how it dies.
Oh,
Get it?
exactly like you described. It's like just stretching, and everybody expects it to just like freeze so hard that it shatters, but at a certain point it just gels and like liquefies into like clumps of like frozen goo here and there.
Like a frostbitten tomato.
Yeah, exactly.
Destroy the evidence.
Frozen
Yeah,
lettuce.
just keep
And
destroying
that's why
evidence.
cryogenesis doesn't work.
Like frozen lettuce.
Yeah.
And there you are. That is end of combat. You have thwarted 2 men, and their minds have escaped themselves, and, and they have assaulted you, and you have now put down these horrible aberrations of some sort of nightmarish design and origin. Cole continues to barricade
Yeah.
the rest of the building,
So as I
tables
run
against windows.
from here to the last window, grabbing this table on my way. Turn out all the lights and finish our job. I'll hold the door.
Alright, so obviously, like, we haven't seen the guy here, right? We checked the only other room.
Well, we haven't technically checked it yet. I opened the door and looked in, and I got menaced by the bottle-wielding bartender.
I yell out into the little room. Come out with your hands up, or we're firing fireballs in here!
Do you know Fireball?
He doesn't know that.
That's what I say.
I say that back. He doesn't know that.
Oh. Yeah!
I'm gonna search
Nothing
Tim.
happens.
I'd like to lie and deception check that.
Go
I'd
ahead.
like for this to be in the lie fashion of words.
I'd like to lie this. That is a 4.
It's what?
What's
Why are you rolling?
Against the darkness.
Just get in there.
I got a 9.
Yeah, I start looking through the papers.
I pull out my sword. I just start stabbing into the bed.
Your sword finds only the resistance of the occasional piece of bed that you find, the wood. Other than that, you're stabbing a blanket. It falls to pieces. Hay falls in between the pieces of the bed itself, the frame, and onto the floor. It stinks. You don't see much of anything interesting in here.
All right, looks like we got a new digs, guys.
We gotta search the room. We gotta see if there's something in here. Anything in the papers? Anything?
This place is totally ours now. You need to find the deed as fast as possible.
This is not Morrowind.
I want that bill of sale right now.
Just kill the bartender.
No, I want you to get that bill of sale ready. Okay, you're good at working in paperwork.
Can we focus on the job, Finn?
We're doing
I
the
know
job.
you're getting excited. We got a job to do.
We're doing it.
I searched the room.
I'm searching Tim. And I'm cleaning my rapier off with his clothes.
Ugh.
Cleaning your rapier off and searching the body, going over to him, you only find that he has a rusty dagger. It seems to be of poor quality. His armor is almost non-existent, just some old hardened leather that stinks of urine and filth.
Okay.
Most of the tavern itself has that same aroma about it at all. Looking over at Uncle,
I'm
not a
shocked.
whole lot on him. He has completely empty pockets, although there is a key on a necklace of sorts that he had tucked into his shirt.
Anything in the room with a search?
Go ahead and give. Well, I can just tend to your search perception. Want to just?
Sure.
I mean, I
It's
rolled
a
a 12.
pretty easy search to look over the bar and see that there is a little hatch right here into the floor,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
and it happens to be padlocked.
Okay, really quickly.
I got the key.
Okay, real quickly, I want to check his cranium, okay? How long has Uncle B been dead?
Huh?
About a minute.
Like a medicine check? Like...
Well, you watched him die, so.
Okay, so like his brain just came out of his head.
Yeah.
And, like
And it's a frozen.
his old brain eat
mush.
his new brain eat his old brain, or like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why did his brain come out of his head?
Right. Yeah. The body has been alive for a while, but how long has he not been Uncle B, basically?
Right.
Finn,
No.
who's
We
never
don't
seen a
know
troll.
Yeah, Finn, who's never seen a troll, who knows medicine, is trying to figure out what the
Something
fuck
seems
just
off.
happened.
And
I've
you're
never
trying-
seen a brain.
Literally jumped out
I've
of the
never
head.
seen a brain come out of somebody's head. Okay, so
This is one for the medical books. You've never seen this. You don't know it. It is.
You taking notes?
Yeah. I mean, Waterdeep is a strange place.
Will you toss
Use
me
the key on the lock.
Yeah.
Sunday
Keys.
does?
Padlock comes up. You grab the
Open
thing
it
against the back wall. You look down into the darkness. There's not any light down there, but there is a iron ladder. It looks like this is a chute for dumping night soil from the chamber pots.
oh,
So it's stinky.
Oh, it's very stinky, yes.
is there anybody down there?
I collect my jacket, ask Finn to prestidigitate it clean for me, if you would be so kind.
Oh my god! I grab a
So-
torch and throw it down there, and then I prestidigitate it.
My jacket?
Right? Yeah. You grab the torch, drop it down, and then you press the digitation of the jacket so it's clean.
Your jacket?
Yeah, I want my jacket clean, bro.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I've got all this blood like all over my face still.
Rusty dagger sticking
Yeah.
out.
I pull it out, but I can't reach it.
I thought you were talking about all the shit down here, but like, okay, yeah.
That's a good
Can I
idea,
do that though?
You want to press the digitation of the ladder to be clean?
No, all the shit out of that room.
Down there?
Yeah, how long would it take to do that?
It might take you a while. It's
Do you
well,
think
you drop a torch down there and see, and
That's what I was trying to figure out.
How's it going over there, guys? I'm
Drops
holding
against-
this door closed.
drops against stone
We're
floor.
hurrying. Down the hatch.
You look down. It's a mess. You don't think you can press the digitation of the entire sewer clean.
Okay, so nobody comes
Okay.
out into the light, right? And I yell out, "Hey, is there
I'm
anybody down there?"
dragging Tim's body and I'm pushing it down in there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You
Get rid of the evidence, guys.
You leave this bloody
No,
trail.
we're gonna clean it up too.
Yeah, prestidigitation.
Yeah, as I followed, I was just like, prestidigitation,
the bodies.
Cleaning up the blood.
I got the
bodies.
I'm like,
and
let me see your hands. Okay, and I just like prestidigitation.
you dump them.
Prestidigitation my face. And it's just
Forensic
like,
science would be really tricky with.
oh
the
my
magical
god,
world.
right?
Wouldn't it?
Everything's just like oddly clean now.
You have to
Inside the
look for-
whole bar.
Detect magic.
I have an anti-prestidigitation flashlight.
There you go.
Every,
luminol.
magic,
UV.
yeah, all magic in this area is highlighted. So you dump the bodies down. You
Yes.
prestidigitation his jacket, the ladder, the small
Floor.
area. There are no voices down there. You've called down, hey, is there anybody down there? And if anybody's waiting down there to kill you, they cleverly decide not to answer back.
Once they see 2 bodies dumped down. Oh, sure.
All right,
First
guys, I
body-
think we're safe to blow this place up.
Second body, they
Deception.
fall down there.
Lock it up.
Yeah, wait. Is it safe to throw a torch down the methane-filled sewer?
30 down there, nobody blew up.
All right.
All right, guys, it's time to burn this place.
Closing
to
the
ground,
hatch and
right?
locking it.
You start closing the hatch, and you go back to locking it. And you have locked the hatch with the people down there.
Guys, what the fuck?
Get the
are we
hell
doing
out of here. I'm in so much trouble.
I feel like
Don't know how much
I feel like
trouble
we
I'm
should
in.
go down there and investigate.
Good.
Maybe unlock it again.
Damn it! Why do I gotta go down there first?
Nobody said you had to go down there first.
Cole,
What?
you wanna go down
Get
there?
out of
real
here.
quick?
Yeah, we need to get out of here now. Did we find the guy?
No, the guy's not here, from what we can tell. But we're all too scared to walk inside of this basement.
Scared. Oh, God.
You just saw 2 guys' brains erupt out of their head. How are you so cool about this?
I once wrestled a shark. I open the door. Let's get out of here. We can't go out the front.
I look around. It's like totally. You've been busy.
Yeah, it's dark in here. Just the fire illuminating.
Yeah. So let's douse the fire and head back down the chute.
I grab the beholder beater ale and throw it in the fire.
Okay.
Oh, they're not getting any of our beholder beater.
Rolling the barrel over to the fire. You
No, I just take one of the cups that are left on
Oh.
the floor.
Yeah, and just toss it in. As
Yeah.
you do so, you realize that it is very watered down.
Oh.
Usually there'd be like blue flames. But
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Instead, it
Unlock
sizzles
it.
part of the fire out.
This is a bad idea, but I'll unlock it.
Unlocking
Back
the door,
down
you
we
look
go.
down, you see that the bodies are still there, and there appears to be no disturbance whatsoever.
Oh, grab the other case.
Okay, Graham. You want to go down there?
Yeah.
Is there any money in this bar?
No.
You want to check the coffers real quick in his room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the till.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't keep it till, he just keeps it all in the back room.
He doesn't keep it on him.
You do go back there, you find a tiny chest, and it has a small lock on it. The chest itself is wooden.
Oh, I take back my gold coin from him.
Right out of the pocket.
I pull out a little.
Except he's downstairs, so you gotta go down the ladder to get it.
I go down the line. And then I come back up real quick.
What?
So you like go down there like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You get your gold coin, you're like, ah! And you rush back up to the top, and you're standing at the top of the ladder like a child who's afraid of the basement.
Cole, can you open this? And I hand him the thing, the little lockbox.
Later. I throw it in my backpack. Let's
All
go.
You guys, I didn't
first?
look. Like, I went down there, but...
So I look down there with my dark vision. I don't see anything. I just see slush at the bottom.
Lots of shit.
It's,
2 dead bodies.
It's a mess from the night soil, but what you do see is there are 2 bodies lying in a pile of filth and a torch glowing on the ground. It seems that the clothing on Tim might be catching fire soon.
Okay.
Starting to smolder.
Yeah.
What?
Work my way
Why?
down the steps.
You threw a torch down there, and then you threw the bodies down there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the bodies, like, suffocate it?
If you landed on top of it.
Alright, well,
I will follow Cole down
Okay.
I'm okay with them burning.
and keep a close watch. Oh, you know what? Before I go down, what is up with my familiar?
Flipping back over to your familiar, you kind of... Does your familiar communicate with you this way? Because telepathy is gone, so you see that the
I
familiar
cannot
is...
communicate with him currently. I can only see what he's doing
So,
and smell what he smells. See what
so
he
the
sees.
familiar is currently following the captain. Most of the site is cleaned up, and they've barricaded the door, and it's got a note right on top of it. nailed in place that it is currently closed down and under investigation by the City Watch. Other than that, he says a couple things to one guy. He's like, and all you pick up is the name. He says to one of the other guards, weird thing, they captured Lord Never Ember's son. A bunch of adventurers took him out, free to go, but I don't see much reason for us to bother any of the rogues with this. I don't see a closed case. Although, if Lord Never Ember's son is here, might mean trouble. And it's all you really pick up.
Okay.
Other than that, he mounts up onto a horse and the carriages kind of pull off and the site closes down. And your familiar is left in the alley in the snow in a single lamppost.
Okay. Yeah. I make it pop out of existence and come back to me.
Okay.
And I actually dismiss it as the mouse.
Okay.
What do I see when I get to the bottom of the ladder?
I'm like watching him from the top. It's like tentacles come out and grab you. It's like an
See if I can do this without everything falling apart.
Monsters. You're placing them out.
I do follow Cole, by the way. I don't just like wait for him to get down. I follow him down.
Oh god. Close your eyes.
No, it's fine. You're in an area like this.
Surprisingly good on camera. Okay.
Alrighty.
Here you are. This is basically what you see. And
Okay.
Get that jibbers.
now that you are down here, there is a serious stench of sewer. Very serious. Descending down, a grime-slick iron ladder descends into the cold, dripping, damp sewers underneath the Lucky Dragon King. The cold steel makes a resounding echo with every footstep. Touching solid stone, your eyes begin to adjust to your surroundings. The sound of running water can be heard to the south. It nearly drowns out the quiet sobbing coming from directly in front of you. Two other tunnels to the north and behind you lead to who knows what in the abyssal dark.
Who's sobbing?
You actually kind of hear the sound. It's very quiet, but it sounds...
My old man, he played one. He played knick-knack with his thumb. I don't know.
So I get to the bottom. Okay, everyone, come down. Shut the door behind you.
Okay. I come down.
Cole, catch me. I jump.
Climb
In
down.
the sewers.
Does Cole catch me?
Close the hatch. Climb down.
Sweet. Like, it's
Hatch
like a
closed behind you,
ballerina.
you all go down into the sewers. You hear the sound of the water, and
That's you sinking the shit.
all the way up to the, just all the way up to the hips. Like,
there's muck and everything, but it's not quite that.
yeah, I'm a half.
I could actually just set him on my back or something.
No,
You
don't
wanna
have to.
ride, or-
No, Cole.
A lot
I've
of
got
the-
shit on my feet already.
A lot of the ground actually has a slope to it, so that the stuff tries to drain towards an area to your south.
Which way south?
This way. South is towards me. The crying sound is coming from Chris, the player's direction.
Guys, you technically own everything that's underneath the land, so, like,
Got miner's rights.
yeah, right? Guys, we've got mining rights in this whole area now.
Maybe we should go investigate the sounds of these cries.
This is totally ours.
Yeah, Cole looks. Is it a door?
It's not. It is a hallway. So this is why you needed like some more pieces of paper. You kind of move down a little bit.
What about a bunch of cards?
I got a bunch of cards. Let's see. We'll go like that.
Okay.
So it's a corner, and it turns around There is a bit of webbing up on the ceiling and everything, but the sound of the crying does get a little bit louder. It sounds panicked and desperate. Who's got the highest passive insight?
Mine's 13.
It's probably the best.
Yeah.
Probably. At a 13, it sounds desperate and absolutely terrified.
Hello? We're humans.
Somebody help me.
Can you come to us? Alright, well, guys, let's start walking.
I step out in front of everyone.
I pull out my disassembled pieces of familiar parts and reassemble it in the form of a spider.
Alright.
And send it in front of us on the ceiling.
Doesn't that take you 10 minutes?
Yeah.
You just wait for 10 minutes.
No, it.
You can ride on coal and do it at the same time, right?
You know what? Never mind. It's fine. I don't think I can. Honestly,
That feels weird. So coal's now the pack can.
I'll do that later. Go ahead, go.
I don't think you can either because to recast Find Familiar is... No. It's because you already summoned it, so this is just re-summoning it. I don't think that's actually 10 minutes. You can temporarily dismiss.
I don't think you can change its form.
No, I dismissed it on purpose because I want a different
Yeah,
familiar.
So it's in a pocket dimension. So you can keep it in its current form and pop it back in.
Right.
You can't change
if
its
I
form
wanted to
without
keep it as a
recasting.
Right. No, I took it out of existence for the time being because I'm going to recast it soon.
Right,
as
it went into
something
its
different.
pocket dimension. So, yeah, you would have to recast it, which is an hour long.
Oh, shit.
Wow. That's the ritual, I thought. Just to cast as a spell. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can
doing
use
it.
a spell slot if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm not
Go
doing it
ahead.
right now.
See what happens at level 1 when you use all your spell slots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I know what happens.
Nice. Maybe you shouldn't cast like Toshio Sene's laugh, like the brain.
On a brain with no
You
mouth.
want me to proceed?
Yeah, go ahead, Cole. Sunday.
Yeah, Cole,
Yeah.
I pick up, I
Yeah.
step out tins
Yes, Graham.
of flames.
Might
and,
want to grab that torch.
I pick up that torch.
I'm not touching that thing. It fell in the poo.
I prestidigitation it. Look, it's still clean.
You step further into
I'll
the
take
hallway.
that now.
The sound
I
of
got the torch.
the sound of
Got
the
my
sobbing
germs.
grows louder. The lamenting cry of fear and pain. Overhead, gossamer webbing shimmers from the artificial lights of your torch. The tunnel eventually becoming more choked by thicker webbing. So you begin to proceed down further. You open up more passages. And this is where I
don't
have
like
to
spiders,
reveal the
guys.
next sheet.
Sunday, can you look out for traps?
This is where stuff starts to get difficult.
Never mind, Sunday.
I mean, anyone can look for traps.
Yeah. All right, guys, keep an eye out. Why would I know there's traps down here? I know nothing.
You go ahead and take the magnets off and slide everything over towards
John. AKA food.
like a lot.
Wow, shit. It's taking up all my
That
real
means
estate.
you have to
I am
move
taking up all your
too.
real estate.
Like there?
Look.
Yeah, go ahead. Slide that back.
How about we put it right here? No one's gonna come this way.
You guys are going in that way. So it is just like that.
How thick are these webbings getting? Like, pretty thick?
The more you go in, the more they are filling up the area. To the point where you're kind of taking, Cole is taking his axe and moving it side to side, separating it so you can see further in. Eventually it does start to kind of become difficult terrain. About the time that you guys approach the area right here, it gets difficult enough that you can't see any further than 15 feet clearly.
Wow.
Cole, take right behind me, bud.
I don't like this, guys.
And I pull out my arcane focus, give it a couple twists, and shoot a firebolt right into the webbing.
Firebolt flies down. It begins burning off an area of about 10 feet or so and reveals another 10 feet of that passage.
So Sunday, You know what I always thought was weird? There's like all these sewer systems in Waterdeep, right? But there's no toilets.
You just seen what they do with it?
Just toss it in a hole?
Well, in this area of town, yeah.
You'll have
Not
to
in
show,
my house.
You'll have to show me these toilets one day.
So, move forward a little bit, hopefully with Cole in front or beside me,
Just don't
and
slip.
blast
Ben.
another
You'll be
area
okay.
of that stuff before it starts becoming difficult
Like
terrain
rouge.
again.
Right. Another fire.
Right.
Another firebolt flies up, blasts another area, revealing another 10 feet. You can see the areas in here. There are the water again and other night soil filth. The floor is sloped down ever so slightly at an incline so that the fluids are draining off into drains into an even lower level.
Ugh.
Proceeding down further a little bit, you see it has revealed just a touch more of the area.
Do I need to blast it again?
Another firebolt. The webbing has become a lot more thick now.
Can I do a
Look
perception check of these, of like the areas in here as we go by?
Yeah, is that a dude right there? Like stuck in the webs?
Oh yeah.
It is.
Check.
It's really good. 20. You notice that there is a dude right there stuck in the webs.
It's a dick wizard.
Moving further in a little bit, you see that the drains are
got caught.
indeed drains. Your 20, you don't see anything hiding in this particular area. The sound of the crying is a lot louder, like. Somebody.
It's a trap. It's it.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah. Hello, Georgie boy.
I'm having a little bit of fun blasting away, so I'm actually kind of caught up right now, just like I don't notice the dead body or Cole noticing the dead body.
We're in so much trouble for killing Uncle B.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at the best angles, like I'm getting a little carried away, like clearing out too much.
With the torch, right where you have it, with your
Wasn't
firebolts
lost for my
flying
whole
down
life.
more, the burning
We did
of
seem
the
to
webbing
change
is
lately.
giving off light, but like from the torch where you are only gives off dim light up to 40 feet. So it's at the point now where you're blasting parts of the tunnel that you don't have clear vision of, and when it does burst, it's a bright flash of light into your eyes, and you don't make out anything any further.
Keep moving.
Right.
So-
I do have dark vision, by the way.
Yeah, but dark vision in your eyes adjusting.
Yeah. No,
Plus
I know
the
it's
torch
going
right
back and
next to
forth.
you, it's going to obscure your
But
perception.
whoever's standing behind him, would they have a better view since the light is in his face? Because I've walked at night in the forest, and if you're holding the light or a lantern, you can't see. Most of the people around you can see better than you.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm giving him a penalty right now to his perception.
Mhm. My perception sucks anyways.
Your firebolts have cleared out enough that you actually see all the way to the end of this chamber, and down there you see that there is a light source around a corner of sorts. So you have to proceed even further down.
Okay, I'm gonna march
Don't
forward.
slip.
Okay.
Not really scared.
The corner turns.
I watch the back.
Burning away, you see once again another body. There is a light source around the corner.
I'll stay pretty.
I'm behind Cole.
I'll stay pretty close to Cole.
Me too.
10 feet.
Okay. I step forward, peek around.
I walk backwards.
I just like his big arms. That's why I'm next to him.
Alright. You make your way to the corner of the hall. Step around the corner. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Yes.
17.
Oh. Is that a -1?
17.
Savage wisdom.
17.
What the expecting?
Dang it.
Just high enough to.
For like the half orc. Yeah. Alright.
He's a very wise half-orc, man.
Very wise.
10?
Yeah, that beats the DC.
I would hope so at level 1.
Yeah.
What
Well,
am I
you're
doing?
dead, dude. Yeah.
High
there must be
wisdom
something
must be the
terrible.
human side.
He's very upset.
see through the illusion. It's not a little girl.
No,
It's not.
it is not.
No, it's not.
It is not a little
Told
girl.
ya.
Oh, fuck.
What
It's
do
it.
you
It's a
see
big
when you
spider.
come around this corner?
It's it.
It's Stephen King, the original It.
Yeah.
This is battery acid!
Immediately as you turn the corner, you are face to face with eyes.
Oh, I threw
Several
my axe.
eyes. You weren't ready for that. And as
Why
it
wouldn't
lo-
I be ready
As
for
it
that?
makes eye contact with you, you can see that there is a large arachnid, long,
Oh,
spindly
God.
legs,
Oh, God.
very
Okay.
long, spindly legs. And as it makes eye
Recluse.
contact with you, it seems to have an unusual ridge on the top of it, going up to the back end of it that looks like an exposed brain. And as it sees you, it ripples with energy, and it casts a spell. But you shrug it off. Like, for just a moment, you felt like this was a friendly thing that you wanted to embrace. And as it sees that the spell has not had any effect on you, it cries more and goes, "Help me! Please help me!" And this large creature
you.
oh God, begins to roll for initiative.
Okay, let's do this.
Man.
Why does it have to be spiders?
2. Or 8, I mean.
Spider got him off my face.
Okay, you got an 8,
Yeah.
19.
a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Cheater.
No,
Okay.
look.
Finn? What?
Right here.
8.
Close on the bottom.
You don't need those
No, you're
stinky
not.
cheaters.
He is. He's got 2.
No, I got an 8.
Oh, they said 2.
I did say 2 because that's my bonus. For some reason, my brain was like, 2.
I didn't cast Charm Person on you.
Not yet.
Why is
A
Tim
spider
just
that
go
casts
for
Charm
it?
Person?
Yeah,
that's fun.
That's freaky.
With its rippling brain.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Get out of here with this thing.
Help me.
I knew it.
It continues to cry. It's
So where's its mouth? Like, how is it speaking?
how is it speaking? Sunday, you're up.
Sunday, go kill it.
Okay.
With
I'm gonna go in there.
Wait, he made it, like, go all the way out to hear that noise with telekinesis. No way.
Tell
You
it.
need a line of
See through
sight.
here, can you?
No.
No.
You're gonna have
From,
to
like,
go around
a
through the
I gotta go
wall.
around you.
Yeah.
So. Right there.
You can't move to the spider space. You'll have to step into Cole's space and then step out.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
The spider is actually only taking up. Well, no, actually, to correct that, sorry. You can move there because the spider is actually only taking up a 5-foot space. It's not.
which
It's not large.
Okay,
it's
then
medium.
which space is it?
It'll
in?
be.
I think you were like here.
He was.
Yeah.
It'll be diagonal, right? And
Okay. So
Right there, right there.
yeah.
I don't know why
Okay.
we did this. All right.
That's fine.
There we go. There we go. There we go. He's right.
Yeah, put my spider back.
Yeah. Spider's
And
cool.
he is
level,
up.
baby.
It's a 12-foot.
Okay, so you're running
Area?
up here.
The hallway itself is 12 feet up, and this thing is upside down, clinging to
Ah.
the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just
It
short
continues
bow.
to take up that space, and it is reachable to you, but it is kind of just suspended down, and it's reaching out for Cole. You manage to step into Cole's space enough to see that this creature is doing this.
Okay.
And when it sees you, though its eyes don't move, you feel a presence in your mind as the brain on this thing ripples again with energy. And it's like, help me, please.
He'll be all right.
Feel it.
2 attacks.
15 on one.
So it's
One
a hit.
rapier.
15 hits, 1 does not.
So are you rolling both attacks at the same time?
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't,
No.
because one of them doesn't have your modifier.
No, they both
They do. We looked it up.
He's got dual wielding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
an offhand weapon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Does one? They both do the
11
same damage.
points of damage.
Yeah.
11 points.
Yes.
They're both rapiers.
Nice.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah. That was Daniel's idea to look that
Okay.
up.
That is Sunday.
So that I step out of his. Okay.
Yeah. The creature will now go. The unusual looking arachnid.
Yeah. Stephen King's arachnid.
Yeah.
It is going to roll for this. Oh, nice. It is now going to sidestep around Cole to the other side, across the ceiling. Yep, right there, directly in front of you. Its long, spindly legs effortlessly moving, always keeping its focus on you. And
It likes half work.
Alright, not gonna do that. So it's just going to go straight for a bite attack as it lunges in. It tries to grab with two legs in long, what do they call it? Mandibles. Is it a mandible on a spider?
Yes.
It's like a mandible.
Yes.
Tries to bite in forward.
Mandible
They
claw.
bounce
I got an 18.
It's
Oh!
I don't even know what that's plus, but you're gonna take 7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
failed.
Failed.
10.
Okay. And
I don't know. 10. Is 10 a pass?
10 is a pass, actually.
Ah, fucking A.
No poison damage.
Nice.
Constitution saving throw bonus. There you go.
There. Yeah, level 1. Don't assume. A low
Yeah,
roll.
yeah, sorry.
So this creature just all the while it like pulls back. It's like, please, please help. That is the creature's turn. Timbers.
Timbers. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the
You got line of sight.
frostbite, and I think you don't have to have line of sight for that one. It just says da within range, but I'll let you.
Well, look at where you are and where the spider
I'll
is.
gain line of sight for you.
5, 10, 15.
Can I see it from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got partial cover from Cole standing there. Because it's hanging down.
No, it
so-
doesn't. He's squat nimbleness. He can walk right underneath it if he wanted to. It wouldn't even cost him a thing.
So does he want to walk up into my square?
Really?
But he didn't say that.
No, I'm not talking about difficult terrain. I'm talking about line of sight.
I'm talking about he's in between his legs.
If it's safe to do so, I want to eliminate
Only if
cover.
the spider's like tall as Cole, then it would work. But if it's on the ground,
It's not on the
It's
ground.
on the
It's hanging from the
ceiling.
ceiling.
It's kind of from the ceiling.
But it's bodies. He has,
Yeah,
the
that
body
makes
is like
sense.
hovering
Yes.
in front of me.
yeah, that makes sense. And plus Cole's
yeah.
huge.
If I can
You're
safely
right, sorry.
move into position to
You can target
deny
a
it
late.
cover,
I'm not huge.
then
I
yeah.
just mean like you're big.
It's only partial cover. It's
Your
not a
size-
whole lot.
You're 2 sizes.
15, 20.
He's small.
All right.
Okay.
He's small.
Make a
you're
con save.
medium, and then you're
Con
almost
save.
large, like on the cusp of large.
Not well. 7.
Nope.
And the result?
Oh
Wow, that was a weird fucking roll.
crappy
Yeah,
roll. I'm
it
not
was a
rolling those
1,
big
2.
ones. 1 cold damage.
1 cold damage. You know that cover means nothing if it's a con save, right?
It's a save. Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Dexterity saves mean something, but
Right.
Well, to hits.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, the fire.
That's in this book.
okay.
I'm done.
Opportunity attack.
Really?
You went from here to here.
Oh yeah.
I thought that his space was here.
It is.
Like,
You were in
you were
melee
diagonal.
range.
I thought it was a 5 foot.
It's 5 in all
Okay.
directions.
Shit. But then
Yeah,
can I?
shit.
Can I fucking
All
shit?
directions.
I'm just confused. Like it's on the ceiling. I can't see it, but then I can. I
That's all
just I don't really know what's
11
going
to
on,
hit.
but, miss.
All right, there you go.
Next.
All right. With my bonus action, I'm going to use my bard pick inspiration on Cole, and I'm gonna say, Cole, you did it! You're indestructible. Determination that's incorruptible from the other side of a terror to behold.
Nice.
Alright, I like it.
Muscles a ripple.
Yeah.
It's a
Just ate your spinach.
4 or 6 right now?
I think it starts at
Yeah, it starts at 6. There you go.
Okay.
And can I throw a dagger at him?
If you can move in range.
15, 20. With disadvantage?
Yeah. No, it's not disadvantage. He's
He
just
gets
got
like 5 off of it, right?
Vicious.
no. He's only got partial cover, which means that he only
I have to
has
touch him, don't I?
partial cover is a small bonus to his AC.
Alright, how about I use Vicious Mockery and I say, get away from him, you 8-legged freak! Give me a wisdom save.
That's that.
flaming red Elvis Presley hair
15.
flies
You pass.
in the wind.
I passed.
God
It
damn.
hears what you're saying, and it's like you see its brain
That would've been a
ripple as it considers what you said. And it's like, it's coming back.
And then I'm back here.
Oh God! My Paylor, save me.
Oh god.
Oh God! Now they've got gods out here.
This thing is really trying, dude.
That was Finn. Cole.
Alright, brandishing my brand new silver
I was gonna
great axe.
slaughter it.
I bring it two-handed over and then straight down. That's a good one. Is this 15 hit?
15 is a hit.
Alright, I do 14 damage.
14. Nice. Nice.
Kill the brain spider. And I'm gonna rotate my body a little bit over here.
Actually, before you do that, I would
Yep.
like to know how the spider dies.
Oh, nice. Pretty much right in its, just bury the axe right in its mouth, like.
It continues crying and screaming, and as your axe comes up and forward overhead, it just splits open. It's like, oh no, it's here. And it drops.
Alright.
Its legs.
I ride its momentum of the axe all the way down to the ground, and then I jump up, put 2 feet down on its body, and rip the axe out, and survey the room.
A quick surveillance of the room. Passive perception 10.
Well, I'll roll perception. Yeah. 4.
Your eyes have spider goo that have
Alright.
splattered up into
Nice.
your face, and your eyes begin
Nice.
to adjust to the light. You fail to notice the things around the room.
Sorry. I loved your song. Thanks.
My jam.
I say that spider's gonna have a splitting headache.
Nice. I'll step into the room and take a look around as well.
As I walk up
Perception.
with you, I'm like, that's not how you get ahead in life.
6, maybe Finn
Guess you
should
had
do
to
this
split.
from now on.
You rock Sunday.
A straight 6.
Straight 6. Anybody?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23. I
The
got a
hell?
passive perception.
Oh, don't add 'em.
Oh, wrong way. Wrong
We're
one.
like, wait,
Wrong
what?
one.
Hey, how do
My
you have
bad.
a 20 passive perception?
That's a 15.
You know,
Yeah,
15.
that's a 15. Okay, that's
15.
still way better than us.
Nothing but wisdom.
What is your normal passive perception?
12.
That's 12.
Okay.
12.
I thought you were like pointing to us.
I
Like,
got a
my passive
15.
perception is 20. 15. That is great. I'll take that. You step into the room, and Timbers and Cole are kind of adjusting to everything that just happened, being in a splash zone.
Right.
But you move around the corner, like,
Yes.
off of your pretty
Don't
clothing.
want that on me.
And you look around, and you see that there is another body, cocooned, its face sunken and
Hey guys.
drawn in. You see that the skin is dry. It's been here for just a little bit. Although glinting from its neck, you notice that it has an amulet of Paylor.
Oh.
Oh!
And it looks to be a woman's body.
Great.
Paylor.
Mr. Frodo.
It's the brain. Okay, guys, I'll explain how they was
Take the amulet.
Guys, remember it said Paylor the spider? So the spider must have had the brain of this person, or its memories at least.
That makes
Take
sense.
my axe and I run it down
Is there any
webbing,
scars?
and so
Yeah,
we can
there's
get it.
two very large bite marks. Continue.
No, it's okay. I just use my axe to open up the webbing around the body, like cocoon it, so we can search it. So just walk up and
Jeez.
Yeah.
Quick search
Take
of the
the
body.
amulet off.
I hope we didn't like just stumble into the completely wrong thing. We're just like, whatever, go this way now.
Quick search of the body reveals.
We're
to
never
you-
gonna find this guy.
Back to my treasure here.
What was the name
Okay.
of it?
Paylor.
just to
It's
it's
a
just
dog.
paler.
Holy symbol of
Yeah, holy symbols.
Stone.
A quick search of the body. You recover 15 silver, and you see that they had a wizard spell scroll on them. A scroll of sleep.
Oh. Yeah.
Very nice. This is you'll go to, it'll be a bedtime if you read this.
Why don't you hang on to it, Grim? So you can scry it later.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Slip that in my packaroo.
I'd like to harvest what I can from the spider.
Ugh.
Do you have any kind of kits to do so? Or are you just looking for meat?
I want to slice the mandibles off.
Right.
If I can, I don't have a way to like take the poison.
Right. Without a poisoner's kit, you're not able to collect any of the venom at the moment. However, you can certainly try and take the mandibles and see if maybe you can save them for later.
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
21.
Yeah. I wasn't going to let you do it for anything less than 20.
Wow.
So there you are. You've managed to sever the mandibles, and it looks like the venom sacs are intact. You don't know how long they will last.
All right.
Maybe a night.
Hey, Sunday. Next time, stab somebody with these.
Ooh.
And I hand them over to Sunday.
Okay. Gently put it away.
Let's go.
Alright. You make your way back out, retreating the way that you had come.
That's a dead end, right?
Yeah, it dead ends.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wall. It's hard to see on there because of the way that the map cuts off, but that's a wall. This passage ends at nothing. Shh, don't look at that.
Ignore it.
Where was
Yeah, that's where the opening was, though.
There you go. And that was
And that's
yeah.
Dead ends there.
Takes you all the way back to the opening. Again, you're here.
Okay.
The passage is to your north and to the east. Probably off camera, right?
Yeah, it totally is. Just bring it all down.
There we go.
That's not working well.
Well, now we know what happened to Uncle B.
Passages to the north and to the east are completely dark. They are abyssally dark. Abysmally dark. The passage to the south, towards me, has the sound of running water.
Are there any, like, signs on the walls? Like markings, the directions, or something like that?
Give me a perception search.
Alright, let's do this. Ha. Not enough.
What is it?
It's a 10.
Actually, yes. You do see that the ladder itself has the symbol that you have come to recognize as Xanathar. Circle, dot, 10 lines radiating out. Looking around, you see that the passage to the south on one of the walls of that hallway has a similar marking.
Guys, I think we might have raided inside the house.
I think Uncle B was a Xanathar.
Xanathar.
The Zant.
Oh, the Zant.
Zant.
Still going for that.
Yeah.
Before we
I'm gonna make it a
proceed,
thing.
take these, and I'll hand you 3 of the potions that I grabbed all the potions off the table, so I hand one to each of you.
Oh, cool.
You doing okay, Cole? I saw that spider get shit.
I'll live.
Okay.
You can take a short rest.
So,
I'm a pretty good cook, even though it smells like shit in here. I can heal you up.
Good for now, little man.
let's hold off. Let's not rest for a while. Maybe we should, before we follow the trail, we should make
short
sure
rest, like an hour.
nobody comes at us from behind. Maybe we should explore that area over there.
Yeah.
I'd hate for someone to come up behind us.
Point. Which way?
East?
That's south.
This one's east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't
Alright.
been that way, right? Yeah. We see the Xanathar symbol to the south, so let's check this out real quick. East.
To the east. Go ahead and reveal that part of the map. It moves around a corner here, and then continues to move around in a corner this way before opening back up into another hall.
Also goes
Yeah,
this way.
and as you move around the corner, circling back around to a hall that leads to the south, you hear the sound of water once again trickling down. You don't have to worry about drawing it out. The next parts of the map will show it.
Forget you, I'm doing it.
So other than that,
And you actually continue to move south.
Oh, I didn't know you were blocking.
okay.
Yeah. And it reveals a large canal.
Okay.
A few parts of the dungeon itself actually raise up a little bit. As you stand right here, you see that it raises up 5 feet here and another 5 feet up there, stepping up into work access areas.
Do we want to take a quick break? Anybody?
Actually,
Yeah.
with the time that it is right now, I think this might be a good time for us to stop for tonight.
Yeah, that makes sense. I gotta get up at 5.
Okay.
As much as I would love for you to see everything else that I have on here,
Yeah.
but I'm
we will.
gonna leave you with this for what happens here. You step into this larger hallway. The sound of water drips and drizzles into this canal. The occasional rush and plop of soil from the city above does nothing to alleviate the stench and the clinging, humid filth that is assaulting your senses. Across the way on the other side of the water, you see a single rat, and as it turns and looks over its shoulder at you, you see that it too has an exposed brain. Pulses just a moment with energy. It looks at you, a glint of energy in its eyes, before it scurries away into the darkness and down into a small pipe that you cannot see.
Vicious mockery.
No
survivors.
Let's go ahead. We'll do a quick check.
You look more like a mouse.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an initiative for it real quick. See if you can react before it gets
Okay.
away.
Mama sucks melted cheese.
Shit.
That doesn't count.
Oh, it was a natural 20.
Aww.
15?
Close enough.
16, 17?
Yep.
Almost. Almost. But the rat scurries away, darts into a pipe.
As he escapes, I yell, "Rats off to you!" Damn.
That's off. That's off.
Let me just do this real quick so you can kind of get a sense.
How does meat grinder work?
Meat grinder's not a thing anymore. There you go. Those are your
Ooh, brain rats.
furry little
wow.
friends.
Yeah, I
Meat
know.
grinder was the tomb.
Wow.
Cranium rats.
Nice.
Premium rats.
Cranium,
So
right?
was it
And,
cranium spider earlier?
They're in the necropolis
Yeah.
of Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons
that's cool.
online.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that? That spider was a creation all my own. It has a
That's cool.
rechargeable ability of charm person every day.
How did he get the person's
Nice.
personality?
It absorbs the memories of the last person it eats.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
there's
it
a
kind of
little
like
girl.
mentally records their last 15
sort of
minutes of
priest.
life, and that was the person crying for help right before the spider devoured them.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
Sinister.
and then it uses that to lure in more prey, charms them, commands them to stand there, and it
eats
webs
it.
them up as it lets them.
Right.
How does it get more people? Like, remember when we were talking about that last time we played in the sewer?
Because it cries again as more people come in, and the crying is like, oh hell, I'll be right there because there is.
George.
Because there's a crying girl.
There's actually
in the
a guild
dungeon.
of people that come into the sewer to clean it.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called the Zen.
It's so the city don't blow up.
There is a legit
gas
guild.
is flammable.
This is our end game table talk.
Yeah.
Like this is when we get it all out. If you got a question for us, this is a good time to say it. Although
Why'd you think we were all gonna die?
you're not done yet.
You're not done
Right.
yet.
You want
Even recording?
Do you want to stop recording? Do we have anybody online who wants to talk to us? Say something?
We got 5
is that-
viewers.
It's my boss.
My
He's
phone's
just like,
dead, so I can't,
John, you're dead.
can't take it.
I'm one of them.
I didn't think you were gonna die to the spider, but
Okay, like the brains in the bar were pretty.
oh
It's
no,
like that broken bottle I figured for sure was gonna put you guys out.
Okay, first off, like if you didn't kill that guy, we probably would have never known.
Yeah, seriously. I can't believe you just straight up killed him.
Alright? And then I roll a 1 on the spider.
Right.
Just goes to show you how this whole campaign's gonna go,
Yeah,
probably, right
maybe.
there.
you're gonna crit the guys you don't mean to kill.
Yeah, I can't believe you killed him too. I'm just like,
We might be able to talk our way into owning that bar.
seriously.
We might.
I think so too, because now that we know that someone took over Uncle B, it kind of lets us off the hook, and
Yeah,
we're not all
if we
going to
can prove
face
it.
the
Yeah, the
gallows
evidence,
now.
yeah.
If we can prove it.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
How are we gonna deal with all the Zents though? I mean Zants.
The Zants.
Well, you either beat him or join him.
Yeah.
I can't join them.
I don't know, guys. What do you want to do? Because I
can't
kind of
join
want to
the
join the
Zen.
Harpers. Like,
You want to be a good guy?
I'm
oh,
an
I don't
aspiring
like. Yeah, I
shadow
don't like the
thief.
Zents. Like, they killed Chrome.
So it is actually the Dung Sweepers Guild who come down here into the sewer every now and then and clean it up. And that's how the spider operates. Is it records the last moments of its last victim and uses the crying to lure in the next person.
No, it's on repeat.
Yeah. And then it absorbs their cries and their begs and cries for help. And
What's the spider called?
it was a cranium spider.
Cranium
It's my creation. Although I realized after creating it, like it has a lot of similarity to a monster on a particular movie that I will not talk about. And that is by coincidence, although I made it my own.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, what a fun creature, right? Spiders with charm.
that's a good idea.
Don't look into his dead lights.
That's evil.
Yeah,
Absolutely evil.
more to come.
Guys, I don't know. Maybe we should
Well,
save
come back
every
out.
time, that's for sure.
I was thinking like maybe I could just become a chef, you know.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I thought we'd have like a day to like get into the city and like know about it. Nope.
No,
Just-
when you straight
just
to
kill
sewer,
people
and
right
now
now.
one's
That's
Right at the
Right.
front, we just start murdering people. I'm
Yeah.
in Waterdeep for one day.
Yeah.
We murdered
You
two
guys,
people.
you're getting pretty quick, actually. I mean, like, there's a few little surprises I got in this sewer, and there's ways to avoid them. Get out of it. I'll give you the experience.
Don't
at the
touch
end of
us,
this.
please laugh.
Cool. The experience at the end. Oh, that's right. We're doing
Milestones, right?
Sweet.
Yeah.
I actually have this set up where if you manage to go through every single encounter the hard way, it would actually, experience-wise, it would be enough to level you up to 2 almost. So, welcome to my meat grinder.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Play smart. It'll be fun.
I
Okay.
like level 2.
No questions on the stream that I can see.
Well, thank everybody for watching.
Yep. Thanks,
Uh,
everybody.
Yeah.
Adios.
And we'll be back in a week. Oh yeah, the other thing is that probably in a month or two, anybody out there who is watching, we might do like a little raffle or something, and might we're talking about it, have a spot for a guest player for a few games. So if anybody's interested in that, keep watching, likes and subscribes, and we'll pick from you.
Call to action. Tell them where to like. Tell them where to subscribe.
How you gonna get
I
somebody?
think we wanted to do a giveaway at a certain number of subscribers too, so we'll.
Yeah, a giveaway for a character of yours, or actually anything, I guess, really, if there's something that you want drawn. We have our artist on commission who does this fancy border you can't see, as well as, this fancy border. He did all that, did that little logo right there, and that D20 there, and as well as the character artwork for the 4 characters that you might be able to see on our Facebook page or something else.
Yeah.
He does all that, and it's already paid for. If you like and subscribe to our stuff, we will randomly draw, and you can have something drawn up.
Yeah, we'll kind of go over it more, but I was going to give away, we're going to do like a set of dice too, so it's like
Set of dice.
Your character and a set of dice with Chronicles, basically.
There we go.
Design your character with us. So we'll go over some more details when we
Start
actually
advertising.
launch it, but that's going to kind of be the idea is, we'll kind of help you come up with a character idea, work with you if you want, get a cool set of dice, and then you can play with us possibly.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to be on TV?
Right.
Twitch TV.
Yeah.
Be a movie star.
TV, shut up. Let's put this on public access.
I wish.
Okay, it's not hard to do, I hear.
Yeah, it's not.
All right. Anyways, yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now.
God, I love that little trolley.